3 missed calls from Tiffany, Brittany, and Whitney. They all wanna see what's up, but I'm on the go. Because when the money call, that's the only time a nigga picking up. Everything look froze, the wrist and the chain is icy. Looking like I'm ballin' with the pros. I'm with the bros, watching the money fall while all these hoes pick it up. Hold up. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. You know it's money on me, you can smell it on me when I walk in. The only thing that'll get me moving is a check. No, I can't break bread with no fake nigga, no fake friends. I'ma just focus on the money and let God deal with the rest. This is a baller's alert and I'm ballin' like I done skipped college, went straight to the pros. Get out your feelings, it ain't no money in it. You niggas really be acting like, hold up. You can't get me out my zone, we got it sold up. It's too many plays calling my phone. I got 3 missed calls from Tiffany, Brittany, and Whitney. They all wanna see what's up, but I'm on the go. Because when the money call, that's the only time a nigga picking up. Everything look froze, the wrist and the chain is icy. Looking like I'm ballin' with the pros. I'm with the bros, watching the money fall while all these hoes pick it up. Hold up. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. I feel like Future, I hear the money calling. You know what they say, money talk and bullshit walk around all day. We ain't got time for that. If it ain't about the bag, then you know it ain't us. You niggas all kinds of mad, cause you ain't living like this and you niggas ain't us. Break down the whole thing and we split it now. Stuff my pockets with these blue bitches. Got this pack of racket on me for the issues, but right now I'm locked in with the money.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
I got 3 missed calls from Tiffany, Brittany, and Whitney. They all wanna see what's up, but I'm on the go. Because when the money call, that's the only time a nigga picking up. Everything look froze, the wrist and the chain is icy. Looking like I'm ballin' with the pros. I'm with the bros, watching the money fall while all these hoes pick it up. Hold up. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. That's the money calling. That's the money calling.
Mathematics. All right. Hey. Everything good?
Yep.
Hey.
There we go.
Yeah, it had a weird minute. I don't know what the heck was going on. I was like, I hope everything's
I
still
know.
running because I couldn't see nothing for a couple minutes.
All right, so
That
this is
explains
like
that
my
was
background.
weird. Yeah, it's like nothing happened for a few couple seconds. I was like, what's going on?
Shout,
Yeah.
shout out to these keys in the
We
chat.
here though. Yes, sir.
Shout out to these keys in the chat. He's like this
Yes, sir.
motherfucker.
He said in the chat.
Well played. Well played.
Stuff be legit. And stuff.
Yes, sir.
Black Nate Sean, what's good with you? The
Black
official
Nate
Dutch Hopper,
Shaw.
not the imposter.
Yes, sir. The imposter.
No, I said shout out to the
Oh,
real Dutch
not the
Hopper.
imposter.
Is that the real Dutch Huffman? Is that the real Dutch Huffman?
It's
Yeah.
the real Dutch hopper.
You sure
There's
that's
a
the real
couple of
Dutch
them
Huffman? I know. I don't even know the other ones.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
couple pages, and then I got a homie that's here in Kansas City by Dutch as well.
What? Oh yeah, Dutch Newman. That's the only person I know. Huh?
Comes in every now and again.
Oh, okay.
It's
In
under
the
Dutch.
chat, how you doing?
You smoking in the chat? What's good?
You're
Like, what am I doing this shit? That's weird.
that lemon.
If I disappear, Ron, you know what to do.
What happened? What you do? You got back signal?
Yeah, it's weird. It's going in and out sometimes, but if I have to reset, I might. But I'll probably just do it when we start going through one of the songs. I might have time to reset and come back with his 1 second songs.
You're right. Right.
You can play it.
No, I know S-Dot sent in a couple too, so we can get in a couple of his when we get dive into Mr. D's keys. So, but anyway, man, tonight we got us. We was gonna have him on Wednesday, but he has some personal things to take care of. But he's good now, so we're gonna do it on Friday. We don't care what day it is. We're gonna go live. Make sure we represent our artists, DJs, producers, engineers. Whatever you do musically, we're gonna have your own. Don't have to specifically be on those days. If stuff comes up, we're gonna get y'all seen, get y'all interviewed, etc., etc. So tonight we have the honor and pleasure to interview our guy, Mr. D's Cheese, actual fresh produce winner. I don't know how many times you won that thing, man. Once, twice?
I know when they came down to Kansas City, that was the time I went up in Kansas City. They only came down here they came out here twice, but I only won one time in Kansas City.
Okay.
Out of town, probably 5 times out of town.
Woo, so we're gonna say 6-time winner then.
Yeah.
We're gonna merge them all together. Between
Yeah.
him and good old 3D, man, they be cleaning house down there in them fresh produce. So yeah,
D-Dot and
he's been on my head about coming down there and getting in one. Pause.
Get
So
you one.
I was like, all right, man, life slows down enough, man. I'm gonna head down there and try to get in one. I've been trying to learn my skills and stuff with the beat battling side as far as chopping them down, doing them just right chances. So I'll be watching y'all. I'll be learning, taking notes.
Yeah, especially
You taught me quite
going
a
out
few.
here.
You taught me quite a few tricks as well, man. So I've been definitely applying them as needed whenever I get called out. So, but for something like that, I'm definitely want to be sharp though, because I know that shit they really get down when they do those fresh produce, man. That should be lit.
Yep.
But yeah, man, we'll get more into your background and all the stuff you are into, what you do, how long you've been doing it, so forth, so forth. But meanwhile, that's what we're doing tonight, y'all, in the chat. Those who's watching, who's in the live on the chat, those who's watching, who's not chatting with us in the lives, yo, check it out. My man, Mr. D's Keys, we got Juan over here geeking out at the bottom. Gotta be in here later.
Meanwhile, in the club.
That's gotta be in here a little later. He had some family things to do real quick. We had tap in here too as well. But meanwhile, we're gonna cool and groove tonight, man, and enjoy some dope music between mostly favorite to Mr. D's Keys, and then, like I said, we can get into some other stuff in between. But the show is about my mans tonight. And yeah, Juan, if you got a little something lined up, and then we'll get into it. My man, tapped in here with Space Ron Sting. What's up, Space Ron?
I was going to say Space Ron Sting in the chat.
Yeah, Space Ron Sting. We got the man Beat Brawler in here, man. Definitely want to shout out Beat Brawler. He's been heavy on the support, man, and sharing us up, talking us up, and all the other groups and stuff, man. So we appreciate your support and believing in what we're doing and getting people to tap into what we're doing, man. It's definitely showing up. I get emails or inboxes, man, just some people saying, "Hey, your show was dope," and they send me screenshots of they seen and they like. So I see we on the appreciate y'all. And definitely appreciate he's one that supports and sends out the likes and shares and get people to tap in and check us out. Stacks, I'm sure he'll be here at some point causing trouble. I'm sure Ty will be too. So got Mr. EVN, Troy Copeland in the building. Who else we got? Did I miss anybody? Nah, I think you shouted everybody else. Flip Banger. Yes, sir. Yeah, got one lined up for that started with Naughty said he's on his way.
All right.
Let's start getting into it, man.
He on the highway.
I miss Juan Lugo on the chat too.
What up, Juan?
What up, Juan?
What up, Juan?
Oh shit! Holy shit! I got one lined up from Mr. S. Real quick, how do I flip my name? I see it's backwards. I don't know how to.
Your name
Oh,
is
it's on the.
Oh, I keep.
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
Go to the settings.
I got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at you getting all fancy. I already see these keys was ready. I was like, oh, that's it tough. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's tough.
It took me a while to come up with that.
Oh man,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
let's get it, man.
I like that sweater
right
too,
here.
bro. What's your sweater say? Beats, blunts, and what?
Beats, blunts, and bourbon.
Oh, I like that. Where'd you get that from?
It's from Fresh Produce.
Oh man, that's just fire. Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah, I love this. Is my favorite hoodie.
Hell yeah. All right, what you got? What you got there?
I think it's called Speeding.
Oh yeah, that shit's crazy. He sent that to me earlier today to check it out. Yeah, let's see what he got. Let's see what he got.
This gonna be dope, y'all.
This guy. Hey, these keys, you're muted.
He's not now.
Yeah, I was like, he had me muted.
Well, when you're not new to streaming, but there's some people who don't understand that, and they background stuff be going on, or they singing to a song. I'm like,
Oh no, I'm like, nope. Hey,
or there's feedback or something going on, but nah, man, that's not Shadow. That was a fresh cook up.
Yeah, he cooking fresh. I see him putting in work.
Yeah, it's me. I don't like your attitude. That's not
Right. Right.
You don't like
Got me looking at him.
Right.
You got it. That's the staring at the other side, is like the other side of the club. Some dude staring at you like,
right.
Straight up.
Right. That's when you're sitting there at the club chilling, and you look over and you see dude like this at you, like,
yeah.
I see you looking fresh over there, but I ain't gonna acknowledge it. But I see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've encountered that too many times, man.
See?
Yeah.
He even got to tell me, man.
Came up here. We got Serafina Arab up in the chat. What's good? Welcome. Good. What they say? The greatest show on earth.
The greatest show on earth. He said, trying to be great like these keys.
Ah, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Said that.
Yeah.
No.
Trying to be great like these keys, guys.
Ah, man. This guy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Beat brawler right here with the fire emojis. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, random nonsense.
Doing random nonsense. Speaking of random nonsense. Wow, bro. Yes, sir. All right. Oh, yeah. Make sure that he got me downloaded. Yep, it sure did. Two times.
Oh, no wonder why.
Now I gotta extract. Yeah, I didn't realize I hit it twice. But there we go. Oh yeah. Dang, this is going off. Okay. Hello. There we go.
That's me and you both. I'm like, all right.
Let's see.
Trust. Repeat.
Let's see.
So, you know, we got a bunch of cheaters in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up? You got lined up?
The cheaters in the chat.
Right.
No, go ahead.
I have another one here.
Okay, go ahead. Then we'll start jumping into this podcast.
Sounds good.
Talk. Yes, sir.
Yup.
So who was you talking shit to? I know some
Who?
girl you was talking to on that.
No. Nah, that's just an oldie. That's an oldie but goodie right there.
Hey.
Smooth operator ass.
I know that was smooth. I was like, this is way too smooth.
Appreciate that. That was actually for a Black Friday contest back in 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for
All right.
Cymatics Black Friday contest. And,
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did I win?
You know
Hell
what?
no.
How'd you say that? I need to check on my
What was it for? I mean, like,
my
what was it
T-Pain
for?
contest.
Was it for? It was
yeah.
having a Cymatics was having a Black Friday contest who could make the best beat with like a certain drum kit that they had in that time.
Oh,
And I took stuff from that kit and used that, and I was like, all right, cool. So I submitted it, and I didn't win, but the fact that I still gave it a shot, to me was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So
Oh yeah. So,
And plus-
so they had a thing where you use their sample packs or something, and then submit it like a track out of their packs. Okay, cool. That's kind of what the T-Pain thing is. I actually need to check in on that. I actually forgot about it. I think it's supposed to be done today as far as like the voting system, but same thing like you just said. Fucking try it, see what happens.
That's that over here hollering. He talking about hotline music. Yeah, all right, bro.
Hotline music.
Get out of here.
I was like, only missing is just a singer. I'm like, shoot, it is good to go.
That's actually just funny because I was supposed to use that. I just never did.
Ah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can already hear it. When you jam it
Right.
out and nobody else hears it, all you hear it though.
Yes,
That's
sir.
crazy.
Sir.
Word.
Why don't you put the
All right,
email address
man.
in the YouTube caption?
You know, you're right.
That
So
way you
people
don't
can
have to
read,
worry
too.
about it. Yeah, I know. But it's a lot of work to type it and then click
But
on
the
it.
thing is, since we got you on here, you don't want to get flooded as of yet. We'll make sure we get what we got going on tonight out the way. If it
Okay.
takes the whole night, cool. If it don't take the whole night, cool.
Ain't-
So
it ain't gonna take
that's
so
kind of how
long,
we
right?
do it. Once we have a guest, it's all about the guest and
Yep.
everything. And then, like I said, if it's not the whole night, then we start running some music after that. So, but yeah, there's the email at the bottom of the screen there for later on. If you send in some music, we'll get them ran either in between songs and questionnaires and these keys music, or we'll just start playing music at the very end. That's how we roll it tonight. So, why you got your grease board out with your questions, your tablet?
I'm not any of your questions right now.
Nope. Yep.
I'm not
There
frozen.
he is.
No, I'm here.
All right, there you go.
Any of your questions, I got them.
All right, hell yeah.
So
All
yeah,
right. What up, Big Ty? Big Ty in the
I was
chat.
about to say Big Ty the troll. Hey
Big
man,
Ty. You gonna call him Big Troll?
speaking
412.
of Big Ty, he needs to add me. I know he mentioned that like 2 shows ago, saying that he wanted to add me because he's not far from where I'm at.
Oh, wow.
So hit me up, big dog. Get some going. Type shit. But enough of that. Tonight's these keys night.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's what we do. Network and connectivity, bro. We do.
Sure.
Mhm.
And question
Oh,
one from
yeah.
Mr.
Salute to Big Ty, the troll in the chat. Got mathematics in the chat. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So question one from Mr. Keys D's. What got you into music, man?
Jeez.
Oh, you know how many times I heard that? I actually used it before. The little has a sample.
Mhm.
What
What?
was it?
Keys D's?
Oh, did
I
you?
started making. I was like, I played
did
piano
you
ever
now?
since I was ever since I was little, like in the church and with my grandma because she was the organist. So I always ended up playing with her, or either like playing at random churches because she was like one of those paid hire organists. So I ended up playing with her all the time. That's what got me into music.
Noise.
Which church? Let me ask. Which churches, my guy?
Macedonia, like stuff like, and then like a couple small churches. I don't even remember the names of them. I was young.
No, I'm
This
just
too
saying.
far
I used
back.
to do the same thing. I was the same way, playing drums and dancing and all the praise dance and I used to do it with the Boomer. I used to travel around with Boomer doing that. We were drumming together somewhere, or we were doing the mime dance stuff everywhere.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's
Yep,
crazy.
yep. So that's how I met Boomer with
This
that
is
long
small
time ago.
town.
I ran into him like that. Yeah, for sure. People think KNC is big. He's really not that big.
Yeah, I met Boomer like before that. I was in like a metal band at the time, and then
That's right. I think maybe you told me that.
yep. And then when I stopped during the pandemic. Like I stopped playing metal and stopped playing funk music, like in bands and stuff. Because they were dropping all the gigs. So I was like, what are we gonna do? So we couldn't do anything.
Right.
So I was stuck at home.
People, man. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then that's when I started producing in 2020. That's when I officially started producing, and I got thrown in the beat battle community. The beat battle community was mean. It was vicious. It was too many good people. Well, there's still a lot of good people. I mean, like, but it was when I got thrown there at the beginning. It was just I was losing everything, every round, everything. Back to back losses. It was just like all the L's. Nobody ever sees all your L's.
Well, no, that's the thing, man. You're right, because when I got introduced to it, that's kind of how I felt. If anything, if I I won by probably musicality versus like the actual beat, like format, the beat battle formats. So I end up winning by like skin a little bit by something I done crazy on the beat. But yeah, you're right, bro. Because I first got introduced to it, I was like, man, I don't know if I like this. I'm gonna just go back to just producing music. I ain't making beats for battles. But like I said, getting into stuff like Juan was saying before, just trying it, submitting stuff. And I've gotten to meet great people, just giving it a shot. That's how I met Scott. That's how I met a lot of people. And then I think I find, like I said, crazy. So many people can't see. I ended up meeting you and a few other people when we was dancing around the other platforms doing their little music shows and shit. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll just submit here. So if anything, I've gained some respect for a lot of people or learned a lot from a lot of people. But I was like, the L's was getting a little heavy at one point.
I was like,
I'm gonna learn and turn these into lessons and losses, because I'm like, damn, this thing is pretty cutthroat, bro. And I know I'm a good producer, but I just wasn't good at formatting beats for beat battles. That's what it is. So
yeah, it takes out all the junk. All of it's good, but it just takes out all the
extra.
All that. All the just plain stuff. You have to actually just give to the meat and bones to it.
Yeah, for sure, and just make it crazy phenomenal in a short amount of time. I think that's what used to mess me up. Is putting so much in a short amount of time.
You get used to it. I mean, like you start creating a format for yourself, you get used to it.
Yeah, for sure, Yeah, I've learned a lot. Like I said, between you, S-Styles, another beat battle that was heavy. I started learning. It got a little easier. Calls out or me out solo shy. I was like, cool, let's go. I just know not to go past like 1:30 and do everything cool in 30 seconds. In the last 30 seconds, just take them out and then be done with the track.
Yep.
So it's pretty cutthroat, but it's fun. Like you said, once you get used to it and figure it out, it's pretty cool. So it's not as bad and petty like some of the versus battles go. People really be getting mad at these versus battles though. Song versus song and stuff. Like, bro, yeah, I can have that. I'm gonna just do beat. Straight up. So yeah, man. But that's what's up, man. That's cool. I don't think I knew that far back that you was playing with mom or would you say it was your mom or your grandmother?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I started. I was in church and sitting on the front row and getting smacked over the head if I fell asleep. And then one day I just decided to walk up and play drums out of nowhere. Didn't even know how to play them. I just got them and just started playing them. Then I just became a church drummer, and I became a traveling drummer, and then it just got better from there. You know, it's one of those things. You know how it goes. You go from one place and you just start following your peoples or you follow the band members. So you learn a lot, man. You learn a lot doing that. So that's cool. Well, shoot, man, I think I'm going to do the ones you just sent in that wasn't in the zip folder, and then we'll get into that folder after some more music in question there. And we also like to ask. I know you probably don't have a whole lot of like the why behind it, but we usually ask people the why behind the songs they have. So like I got Don't Drop It and On a Mission. So is this something that had a purpose, or was just like, hey, I want to create today and this is what I'm doing?
Oh no, On a Mission was for a battle, and I was trying to do I was trying to tell people that you can choose a genre and you can still flip the genre and make it sound different or slow it down to actually use it. So On a Mission was basically me just showing it's flexing. It is flex. All these songs are flexing because you got to show people that you can take stuff and change it and show it morph over time. So each section that you hear, when it morphs, it goes to a different version of it and transitioning to each one of them too smoothly. If you could do that, you can basically, there's like a checklist I have. You could basically win a lot of battles if you use it.
Wish I could do that.
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna make a checklist. I'm gonna make a checklist just to see if I can get you to make a battle beat. I'm gonna make a checklist.
It's legit, Juan. It's legit. When he was showing me Ableton and showing me how he does this, sets up and set, bro. And I mean, anything you got, there's a checklist, is a way to set up everything where you don't have to. You can work smart, not hard. Put it that way.
Yes, work smart, not hard.
Yeah. So, well, yeah. Since you was bringing that one up, we'll run that one first. On a Mission. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Freaking this guy, he had like 3 switch ups in that baby.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
That shit was tough. Jeebus.
You basically got to show that you got some range for different styles.
You see what I'm talking about? He took the first 15 seconds, then the next 15 seconds, and then the next bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. But I love it. I love it. Damn. Okay. Yeah, my brother. That was tough.
That shit sounded like a video game. Like, damn, bro.
Those quick switch ups.
Yeah, I mean, switch ups. Wild. Who's that? That's what's good, EVM? Yes, sir. That's the EVM, the Vault. Every Saturday, the Vault. Old school, new school. 8:30, I believe his start time is. So shout out to good old EVM over there. The Vault, formerly known as Beat Asylum. So I'm gonna make sure I get that right. So anyway, man, appreciate you tapping in, my brother. Yeah, okay, we got Mathematics. He's been here talking his shit. We're tired. Right. Pretty quiet.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah, hollering, right. Let me see if I got that other one downloaded. If not, man, run your next question there, my brother.
All right. The next question for Mr. These Keys. Find it. It's okay. Here's a pretty solid one. Why do you call yourself your alias name? Why do you call yourself These Keys?
Oh, it's just my name, and I play keys, so I just did that. Cool. Just with These Keys, yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that at all. Shit.
Yeah, very simple one. Very simple.
Okay, well, since that's a basic simple one, what's your biggest influence on your music and your style?
Everything. Yeah, every kind of music is my influence. Like I can't just stick to one thing. That's how you learn like different genres. Just listen to it all.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny you say that about the name because people ask me the same thing about G Music. I'm like, it's just the first initial of my last name in music.
That's how you do it. Pen pineapple.
Straight up. Oh shit.
Maverick, these guys.
Pineapple.
Yeah, pine and apple. We put it together.
Oh shit, bro.
Whatever drugs you're consuming, send me some.
Oh shoot.
Oh man.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Oh,
All right, man. So the next one, so don't drop it. I don't remember if you explained that one at all. That's the one I'm gonna run next. If you got anything behind that one.
Don't drop it was me learning. You learn like how I used to do it is I start a song, then I start learning like I want to learn Bama Bounce. I need to learn all the basics from the drums. You got to do it from the ground up. You learn the drums first, and after you learn the drums, you learn what else is accompanied by that beat. So when whatever genre it is, that's when I started doing like it's like a mix of trap, orchestrate, because I did more orchestrated stuff than I did. So it's like a mix of orchestrated and trap like music together, kind of combined together. So like I just learned sections, like genres. I learned genres and then I learned how to mesh them together. That's what I do.
Okay.
And tricks. There you go, from that genre.
Nice. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That's when I was talking to Juan about reggaeton and anything on that side or Afrobeat. That's kind of how I start learning. It's from like the drum and cadence part of it, and then start adding the build up from it. Because that actually in itself, that part I take away from it in itself if you don't get the cadence right. Because like everybody thinks it's all the same. Afrobeat is not the same. Amp and piano is not the same. Reggaeton is not the same. I mean, it's in the same kind of family, but the beat and the cadence are completely different. So, like you said, learn the drum cadence or the build up, and then you get and add the other stuff. So I remember we did the challenge on it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. This is different, but I like it.
And then you break the rules. That's what you do next. Then you break the rules.
The rules again.
You learn the rules and then you break the rules after you learn it.
There you go. That's a good way to put it, bro. That's a good
break
way to
it properly.
For sure. So let's get into that one. Don't drop it. Man, D's Keys, another submission. All right. Don't drop it.
This guy.
Hey man,
that shit was tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's when I was learning 808 slides, and I was like, "Oh, I finally figured it out." Then they came up with new techniques for the 808 slides. There's like 3 different techniques for 808 sliding, and it gets I mean, like it's crazy at the automation for those stuff after a while, but it's fun to do.
You Smoke has said what beats battles?
Yep. Yeah, what beat
Sound
battle?
like 30 years.
Yeah.
Futuristic
crazy.
hell. Holy shit.
I'm not that far ahead. I'm not that far.
This guy, mathematics said. He's like,
Yeah. That stank face. I seen that shit. I tossed it up on the screen. That was disgusting.
Did you get that Mickey Mouse picture I sent?
I don't. You sent one?
Yeah, I sent one. Send the email.
Would you send it to my email or would you send it?
That's the one I sent in on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. And I don't know if I seen it.
It's hilarious.
Man, that's crazy work. All right. Oh shit. Damn, you did send a nice little pack here. Okay, we got plenty.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you. I finally opened it. I was like, wait a minute, is these songs? Yeah, they are. Okay.
So
Yes,
okay. So then, are you on any streaming platforms, bro?
Actually, yeah. But I have I made up what's it called? I am on what's called SoundCloud, Instagram, and I'm about to start up a Facebook. I had to start mine over because I had to split the accounts up because I was losing people's what's it called? When people wanted to collab with me, they get lost in the messages because I have family messages, a lot of family stuff going up in the other chats and stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't need them both combined together because then I forget. So I had to separate the accounts. So I had to start up another account. It'll be starting up on Facebook, but I do have a YouTube too. So I'm gonna be up here showing stuff how to do it faster, or how to do stuff fast. Yeah, just basically how to do stuff faster in Ableton, just to get ideas out as fast as possible and keep rolling with your ideas. Because you can create ideas for days. This is like now you have to choose what you want after that. Right.
Yeah, man. Just let me know when you start doing that because that's another thing we do on here is tips, tricks, and tutorials. Juan's done a few on here for like the Facebook and Pro Tool users, and then me and Estai will probably do the same for Studio One and Machine and MPC and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll have nights where we'll do that. Like when we don't have people on board, we'll have nights where we'll just do tutorials and like people if they're interested in it, cool. So that's what that night will be about. If you're not sure, or if you use certain, instruments as far as like, Ableton, FL, whatever like that, and you want to learn more than what you know at the base, because most people have started, and once they get accommodated to how it works, they kind of just stay there and not dig deeper.
Yeah.
A lot of these programs can do a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot to Ableton that I didn't know until you showed me some stuff, and same with MPC and Native Instruments. I used to use Native Instruments, and so that Estai, like I didn't know any of that shit when I had it. So
I still use Native
Just keep growing with it and learning more and more, and to, like you said, just continue to get creative with it. So yeah, let me know when you do that, man. We'll pull you on again for that, or we'll just share maybe a tutorial video on that cert or something you do it.
Yeah,
and, that way
I can show it too.
You can reach those people who's interested in that. Also, just to boost your YouTube stuff too. That's what we do, network and connect, man. So when you start that, just let me know. We'll definitely support it and like show videos of it on here too. Even if it's like a minute and a half, or maybe a couple minute segment, whatever, we'll do it.
Yes, sir.
That'd be dope. That'd be real dope. So man, I got a lot of shit to choose from. So I mean, unless you got specifically that you like to play or grab from or like expound on, just let me know. I'll pull out your crate here you sent me.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff.
Okay, so cool, more than merrier.
You could play Willie. Willie is like an old clip from off of YouTube. I'll be clipping YouTubes and been throwing it and stuff. That's the reason why you hear
we've been doing that
Conceited.
Too,
yeah, Conceited. Slow it down. I just dissed you. Conceited always says it. Slowed it down. So slow the track down, and he just dissed you.
That's cool, man. We've been doing a little bit of that too, or we'll take songs that's been covered by these Sunu and Replay AI users and stuff, and they've been doing these little challenges or covers, And so we would take those clips, drop it in our dolls and whatnot, and then just create a whole remastered production of it that sounds nothing like. We'll keep the same like cadences and key signatures, but completely different. So like right now, what's been trending is the new Cisco thong song that AI has been.
Oh no!
Into
the choir one, the choir one.
Yeah, that one. Yep. And I did it. I don't know if you heard it, but I've done it. I was probably actually the first people who did it, and then I seen a few other people do it after I did it. And then now I've been seeing it on TikTok like every day, almost for like 2 weeks now.
I'm like, I hear somebody scrolling on the phone. I'm like, turn that off. Turn that off. I didn't go here to listen to that.
So
what?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I only did it because it was actually pretty funny and cool because it's different because it's an old classic, and then you just got it in like a choir / gospel version of it. That's like, guys, so I call mine church songs.
Yeah, basically.
Boomer Naughty, what's up with you?
Oh, Boomer! Yeah,
Boomer Naughty, yes sir.
I've been trying to get that
the man, the myth, the legend.
I've been trying to get that for here for a while. I knew he'd show up. My man D's Keys is in here. Not that he don't show me love either, but I knew I'd get his attention if he seen D's is gonna be on here. Hey, hope y'all stay busy doing y'all music thing outside of y'all daily lives and work, man. So I know what it's like. I know what it is. So it ain't no sweat on it, man. But I definitely am honored and blessed to have you guys on here tapping in with us, especially Boomer and D's, because these are the natives of KC that I've like. So I haven't met officially D's, but now he's family because I know he's here too. And who else is out here that we've talked about? And then somebody's in Wichita or somewhere too, right?
Yeah, somebody way out in Wichita.
Yeah, I forgot who that is. Who it was. You got Boomer, there's me, D Legit, and there's a few other people.
D Legit's here?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know either. And I ran into D Legit in that it was a 16-man battle, beat battle bracket that I actually pulled off because I learned some shit from you guys, and I won that whole thing.
That's what I'm talking about. I like when people come back after winning because I be telling people stuff. I'm like, I told one guy, like, people hit me up on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, do this, and then you be good. And make sure, I was like, don't play in other people's, like, there's beat battle tips. Don't play in other people's yard. You will get your butt kicked. Let's just say that if someone's bringing like jazz hip hop or boom bap, and you try to do the same thing, try to do it better than them, don't do that. You will get your butt kicked in they feel, unless that's what you do.
Right.
You know what they do. They're like, nah, I ain't playing around with that. Do your own stuff and then continue on.
Straight up, bro. Straight up, man. So, but yeah, I met D over there, and then I found out he was in KC, and I was like, what? And yeah, we clicked just like that, and he's part of the Titan family, man, and he's been doing a lot of work over here too, and he's an artist as well as a producer. So yeah, it's been pretty nice to run into some more people locally, not just like. Since we all here, we already got to try to get like a meet and greet because we've been talking about that with the people who far, like Juan and that stuff. So we're gonna try to plan something like that too for them as well. But yeah, man, I was like, bro,
meet.
You know, we all stay out the way. That's how you know they never ran into each other.
We never, yeah.
Everybody stay out the way, bro. So yeah, I got Willie pulled up. We'll check that one out, man. But yeah, again, salute to Boomer in here. My man Jodeci Lee. It's another Kansas City in here. He actually used to work with me over at Safe Light back in the day.
Oh, nice.
So he's in the nursing field and shit now. So anyway, appreciate you tapping in, my guy. Preach made it. He's up in here. Preach did. We supposed to have a interview with him soon whenever he gets freed up. We had it lined up. We had some stuff pop up. He's also producer with a couple artists that works with him as well. So we'll get him on and popping sooner or later. So yeah, man, definitely great advice that you've been giving, and we love it, man. Like I said, I know we talked before about your interview. So whatever you talked about, you said you want to talk about, feel free to talk about it. This is an open door policy here. And if nobody can't handle it, they don't need to be here.
Yes.
We keep it real. We keep it authentic, and we're going to give you tips, tricks, and gems and tell you what to do, not to do, or keep doing it and find out it's not going to take you nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can keep doing the same stuff over and over, and you know what they call that, right?
Yeah.
They call it craziness. They call you crazy if you keep doing the same thing over and over and then say expect the different results. That's what crazy is, basically.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, anything you got on your plate, man, go ahead and share. There's no shade here, no, don't say this and don't say that. Don't be politically correct kind of shit. Nah, keep it real. So we'll get into Willie, and then any other questions we got for you, I'm sure you want to shoot them. But yeah, anything you want to talk about, say or address to the people, whether it's like I said, constructive criticism or positivity or anything musically, go for it, man. So
okay. I will. I will. I was like, Boomer is the one who got me into battles. He's the one who got me in battles. He was killing it online. I was just always getting knocked out first round. It sucks. Getting knocked out first round is the worst feeling ever.
I've made it to at least seconds or third. I know when I got in the gauntlet once, I think I made it. No, I think I got knocked out the first round. I think maybe the first round. I can't remember.
Second round.
Was it second? All right, at least I made it to the second round.
Yeah, second round, you feel better. First round, if you get knocked out first round, you like
right.
Then you be second guessing your life. You be like, why did I even come here?
Right. I'm logging off right now.
Yeah.
Get the Windows log off sound.
You're right.
Straight up, man. But let's get into Willie real quick, man, and then we'll chit chat more about that. That's crazy work, because that's exactly how I felt over there. I was like, hey, I got invited, and I made it to the second round. I felt good just to go to second round. Because I know they heavy over there. Heavy hitters over there for sure. Definitely not my playing ground, like you said. But I tried it by invite, and hey, I got some feedback that was pretty good as far as what to do and what not to do, and I just took it and ran with it and applied what I could. And then what didn't apply for me, I did. Hey, it is what it was. Oh man,
it worked out though.
It did. All right, let's get into Mr. Willie.
Come on, man. I'm gonna kill you with your own style, bro. Oh shit! And Kobe killed Mike with his own shit. Willie, you light your ass up. So you do me and I do you? Yeah. You don't want to fuck with me. I don't give a fuck. Willie, I'll fuck you up with your own shit. Come on, man. I'm gonna kill you with your own style, bro. Oh, shit.
That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna kill you with your own style. Watch this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. I like that. You know, that's that right there. If I heard that and I was playing, whether I was battling, if I was battling, I'd be like, I'm logging off. I'm good.
Like, we're good.
We're good. You ain't gonna just say that and then make a dope ass beat and then keep saying it through it out the beat. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
You won it already. He got it.
That's what happened to me and Glitch. I made a second round with Glitch. He was like, I'll drop you off on the next stop. And I was like, damn, that's a dirty track. He did me dirty. He let me out of the car and threw me out on the street. I was like, yeah. I was like, he literally just threw me out of the car. I was like, dang, he went to the third dimension. Now that's like movie stuff, like the third dimension out of it.
Bro. Yeah, man. Glitch is a bad cat, bro. When I first heard some of his shit, I was like, golly.
Yeah.
I said I want no parts of that.
Hey man, straight up. And then being a young bull at that, bro. I think Mitchell's on his 20s, bro. His early 20s.
I think it's like 23 around there.
23, yeah. I
think
say,
so,
bro,
yeah.
you gonna be a monster, like the final boss type shit by the time he hit my age.
Right.
Ain't nobody whooping his ass.
Nah, man.
Oh man.
I mean, the first
Well,
time I
yeah,
heard
he's a
something
pianist too, like Keys, man. He's a freaking maniac when it comes to keys, bro. I watched him put some stuff together on his lives or just on Discord, and then he had posted some videos, I think early this year, last year, of his old recitals, man. Crazy. Call that fool tickle fingers, bro. Yeah.
I think he's so hot too. I think he just watched tutorials on YouTube and learned how to play like that quick.
Yeah, he can, just like that.
Yeah,
he's that guy. Mhm.
Yeah, I remember
Talking
the
about
one time.
massive super cheater, that's that guy.
Bro, listen, man. I remember the one time I had a video chat with him one time, bro. He started playing shit right in front of me. I was just like, I said, bro. I said,
He
nah.
just be serenading the whole time. He just be like
Mhm.
serenading. Like, what
That's
did you
it.
say? Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, what is it? What is it? The pianos at church. That's what he be doing. He be like, while somebody be talking, he just be playing the whole time.
Heck yeah.
Like, man, bro. Like, man. When you gonna let me win?
Yes, sir. All right, there we go. All right, man.
Go ahead.
The master cheater himself showed up.
Go ahead and play fantasy.
Yes, sir. What's up, Dot?
Hey, Barrow, how you doing?
You got to unmute yourself, sir.
What up?
Oh, he said, wait a minute. One moment, please. He said, I got to turn off my cheat codes.
Man, you got some nice lights in your house. You got them LED lights.
Yeah, you do.
Look, it's clean.
He's like, all right, bro.
He probably over there finishing up an idea or beat or something. That's what we be doing. We be on voice calls sometimes. You just hear it.
Yeah.
What you doing, bro?
I've been on calls like that. They be like, you like,
Yeah, I just
my mic,
they don't
my
mind me.
mic situation.
trying to knock on the door. Like, sound like somebody knocking on the door. It's just
You're
real.
right. Every that's that. You be here. And then one time he's like, you can hear that? I'm like, yeah, I can hear you.
Like, yeah, we can hear it.
I be like, damn. I be trying to press the keys all soft so he don't hear it and shit.
Hey,
Like, shit, dang it.
Shit.
Yeah, I remember the one time Take us and I were in the
bro.
chat, and all I heard was,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, oh, that's not. We won't look at Esther. He's just like,
Don't mind him. His
Over this-
fingers over there moonwalking on the keys.
I'm like, Jesus, bro.
Oh man, these keys was good,
Yeah, bro,
man.
he just his
What's
fingers just
the-
be over there moonwalking.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, it should be
All right,
crazy.
what I miss?
Well, nothing. Just light music. That's it. Nothing fancy.
Like music, that's crazy work.
It is just light music.
You missed a
Just
lot
light
of
music.
yeah. Just light work. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing
just light work.
major.
Yes, sir. So, he's got another question for you, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a dream celebrity collab that you want to do?
No, not in. Well, unless Prince comes back alive or something. Yeah, I was like, or MJ come back from the grave while he
Alright.
was in Thriller. So, but no, I don't have any celebrity people I want to. Not really.
Right.
Hey, man, actually, bro, that's a very, very good answer because me and Esther's been working on some crate work from the old MJ and Prince days, bro. So that would probably be mine too, as well. And I wish I would have probably met Quincy Jones before he another guy I would have met. Quincy Jones. I would love to meet. Yep. So that's dope. That's probably the best answer I've heard probably for that question. Everybody be like, yeah, maybe Cardi B or something like that. I'm just throwing out names. I'm like, nah, I'm talking about real legit people that made an impact on legit music, not today's just I can just go out and say anything and get famous all type shit. I mean, people who paved the way of music is what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's a good answer, man. That would have been one of my favorites too to run into. Who knows? Everybody keeps saying people was out there hiding on an island somewhere and cloned or some shit like that. I don't care if it's a real one or the clone. I want to meet them and let's talk music.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care if it's wrong. Let me talk to them. Yeah.
He's that Debo here now. Can I ask Keys a question?
You can ask me whatever.
What's the question, Smoke?
The chat's definitely welcome to ask questions for Keys too. We just got a little thing we run down. All of it's used organic. It comes either off the dome or we do have like a little cheat sheet of just random questions to ask. But I got anything for my man's while he's on here, shoot him. He's gonna answer them.
Shoot him.
Whether you like it or not, that's not my problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got.
That's not my problem.
I need to show. There's ways to resample yourself. I need to tell you about the story behind the 2 tracks that are coming up. Sweet Fantasy was made for a beat battle. I resampled Sweet Fantasy. I sampled myself and created a beat with Blast the one night.
No,
just out of the blue and over it was real quick. And Blast was like, send me that. And I was like, okay, I got you. And then that's Blacks and Keys. That's when we started making Blacks and Keys. And I was like, oh shoot, okay, this works. I was like, that's dope. So I just started resampling myself now.
Is that in the crate you sent?
Yeah, it is.
What's it called?
Fantasy and D's Got Blacks.
D's Got Black. I see that one. And you said Fantasy. Okay.
Yeah, Fantasy was a sample for D's Got Blacks. Yeah, it was sampled from that, but you will never even know. All
right. That sounds like some stuff that.
See if you can find a sample from the first song in the second song.
Okay. That's the kind of stuff that me and Estaf's been learning how to do. Like when we dropped our tape, and a lot of people thought the whole tape was me and him doing every song collabed on. And they're like, no, it's only literally 2 or 3 songs on there that we actually collabed on. Everything else was he made it, I made it. and then we did this one song that same way. Took a sample of 2 different songs, put them together, and made one complete song. And nobody really realized unless you knew the artist that we sampled that it was 2 different songs.
Yeah, see, that's how you do it.
So, I got that one. So I got Fantasy, and let me get He's Got Black.
Yes, all right. So while you're doing that, you Smoking asks part 2. What is your go-to effect VST? And give us one plugin you usually gatekeep.
Oh, well, I don't have nothing I gate. Well, actually, I do have one. I'm not gonna share. I ain't gonna let nobody touch my stuff. No, I was like, I have Omni Spear. Only reason why I got Omni Spear is because I won beat battles, and that's how I've been getting majority of my stuff is winning beat battles and getting my VSTs and getting them on sale. A little trick that I do is whatever VST that you want, you leave it in your cart. They'll send you a coupon. They'll send you something to sweeten the deal up, and then you buy it. Then you get the good deal.
There you go.
Well, that's not.
There you
go. Like some S dot. I'll do that shit.
I got the spirit, but that's not how I got it.
But yeah, nah. Man.
And then,
I got a question. Yeah. Do you think that you should always upgrade your arsenal or keep your sound current or relevant?
I really don't. What do you mean, like upgrade? You really don't.
Not say upgrade. So say all right, you got a choir, and like how it be sounding like all
dry,
dry, sound like it straight came from a Fisher Price keyboard. versus like you go to Sound Iron and they got like them godly type choirs.
Yes, they do have some good stuff. I'll find whatever's like whatever I'm looking for. I'll find it. Like whatever I'm looking for, I will try to find something the closest I can to get to the real thing. Besides calling up a whole choir and like, Hey.
Right.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Jake one. Yeah,
But-
that's what Jake one did.
I still have the Triton. I got the Triton VST, and I played the Triton when I was younger. And
I had a
still
Triton
work-
too. I had a Triton and a Rolling Phantom.
the Triton Extreme. That was my
Yep.
favorite keyboard.
Yeah.
Next to the
I had Casio.
Casio.
Oh, Casio.
Hey, my first one was I had a Casio and then I had a Yamaha DJX or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a real good one too.
Mhm.
The Yamaha DGX,
Yeah, that's
the
DX.
one I
No, Yamaha
played.
DX.
DX, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how old
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are. Because that was the first thing. That was when I started using and learning how to actually play and make music on like authentically before I started learning the whole DAW situation. And then when I found out the DAWs, I was like, all right, this is easier. But then you have to learn how to route everything to the DAW and make it work in tandem.
I went to school to do that, and then you had to run. It was weird how I learned everything. I learned everything on a Mac first about audio production in school, and I was like, "What the heck? I'm doing everything on a
Yeah.
Mac." I don't remember what program I was using.
Pro
It was a college
Mhm.
course too.
Probably Pro Tools. Like Juan said, it's probably
I
Pro
think it
Tools.
probably was Pro Tools. It probably was
Pro
Pro
Tools
Tools.
was the industry and music standard. Same with
Mhm.
Mac. Same with the music. Was Mac. So I when I was in college, the same thing. Everything was learned on a Mac. So
Yeah, see, that's what everybody was using at the time, and I was like, I don't know anything about this. I started using Acid after that. Acid
yeah,
Pro.
same.
I was like, yeah, Acid Pro. That's where I went to.
Pro, it was like Acid Pro, Edit Pro. Like what was the
Yep.
other one?
Audacity.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
Audacity.
I used
Oh, I
Audacity.
used
I
Audacity.
used it. I had to use that. I
Yeah, I
used
did.
that. If you have
Mixcraft.
to use Mixcraft, I use Mixcraft.
Yes.
Mixcraft was good. Mixcraft is
Yep.
still
It was
good.
cool. It was cool. I never got deep into the roots of Mixcraft or Audacity, but those were the two first programs that I ever touched. Now the first program I actually learned was Pro Tools, and then in that class, I found out about FL Studio, and then I jumped on FL, and was between the both. Just dropped everything to stay to FL.
Yep,
Recently,
Sonar. Sonar's another
was
one.
good
Yep.
too. Yeah.
that's Cakewalk, right?
Yep. That's probably
Yeah,
one
well,
of the
Did they
that's
change the
one of the
name
first
from
ones I learned how
Cakewalk to
engineer on
Sonar?
Cakewalk. Yeah, Cakewalk
Nah,
Sonar is the
it's-
same thing.
Sonar,
Oh, okay.
Sonar changed the Cakewalk.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
They switched.
oh,
bought
okay.
them out.
So that's what it was.
Yep. Yeah, because I used Cakewalk and then they switched and turned into Sonar because they bought them out or some shit like that. But yeah, that's what I actually learned how to start engineering on outside of Pro Tools when I got to school because I got.
Oh
tired
yeah,
of
Reaper
fucking Pro
too. I
Tools.
used
That's
Reaper.
all we had to do
before.
was Pro Tools.
Yeah, I
I
never.
I started learning how to record people on Acid.
Yep.
I never.
Acid and Cakewalk.
Acid 3, and then what was it? SoundForge.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I never used Sonar, but I did use Cakewalk. I had it for a small time frame, and I never
They
got.
were pretty much the same. They just kind of like boosted it a little more when they turned into Sonar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little
like, it was-
ends with it. That was about it. But let's see. So you want to do fantasy
Yeah,
first? Then
go fantasy
Blaps?
first.
These got Blaps.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Well, you already told the story about these, so we're just gonna get into it. Let's get it.
Mhm.
Yep.
What you mean? Yeah, like
that's exactly what you already know what time it is. That's why he sent me a crate. I guarantee you, all 20-something 4 songs is will equal to about 5 minutes. You already know you ain't about to get a full.
I was like, I do have full songs, but they hidden. They're hidden.
Exactly.
They're all my full songs are hidden. You gotta go find it.
The audacity.
Yeah, that's dirty. I was like, yeah, this is it. Okay, now cut it off. That's enough. You gotta go find the rest. Go find it.
Yeah. Hey, my man said the MTV music generator. I remember that. Damn.
Yeah, I used to play music on that thing all the time. I used to make rave music on that. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, straight up.
Music. Yep.
Yeah. Crazy work, man.
Yeah, straight up, man. This is dope. Oh shit, this was that's because it's a collapse. You got about a minute and like 10 from each guy. This song is like 2 minutes and 14 seconds. These got blaps. I think I remember this. I think I heard you guys play this on one of the shows somewhere. I can't remember where, but yeah, you get these two together. Speaking of which, you talk to that fool. I ain't talked to him in a minute, and I got a crate of stuff I need to work on because he sent me like 4 or 5 to do collabs on. I finally got to a point where I can get to him. So I was like, well, I ain't doing them if I can't get a hold to him. So, but yeah, we're gonna check out this D's Got Black. Let's get it.
No more talk. Fuck this intro shit. Start the music.
Yeah. Babe. Babe. Yeah. Babe. Babe. Yeah.
Yup. That one felt a little better because it was longer.
Hey, I mean, there was stuff going on the whole time, but
yeah,
I can't stay on one thing. So I had to have Laps finish it up because I can't just stay on one. I can, but it just requires a lot of attention. I can't just let it run and then do little small things in between. I have to do like trick, and then surprises and whatnot. I have like a format, so
yeah, man. I'm actually.
I was about to say, all right, he about to cut it. He about to cut it.
Yeah, I got a feeling that this guy D's Keys teleports into Ableton. He's like, I am Ableton. This is not called Keys. This is not called Keyserton.
Keyserton is crazy, bro. Come on, bro. Hey, that's crazy.
Like,
Oh,
holy
man.
shit! Like, man, this guy.
yes,
This is
Oh,
crazy.
sir.
yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I figured out after I got done doing that with Blaps, I figured out how to do what's it called? I noticed that salsa and Bama Bounce are very good, like very good things to compare to, and metal, like very good things to blend together.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
so those three are the very best. Those things are very good to blend together. You can play idea, and then that one. That was when I like learning color base and stuff, and learning how to do all the little pretty stuff. The little, I don't know. It's basically running it through a vocoder and color base. It's just coloring the bass and coloring all the sounds with a basically a vocoder of and adding textures to it from the whatever bit rate you choose and stuff. So that's where I learned that from.
Okay. Hell yeah. I like that. Let's see. The man is a genius. Oh, let me get that up on here. There we go. There we go. The man is a genius. The way he makes his beats.
I do it from learning stuff. Like that's how I do it. I'm like, I learn something from a genre, then I build, then I learn a different genre, then I build, and then I work on different kind of transitions. Transitions where you can flex your effects, you can flex anything that you want. Like it's just a nice way to the easiest way to transition to something is just using a gate or whatever you want to use, and then just get into it and get to the next part. But there's lots of ways to get to the next section. So
for sure.
I do have a question. So since you guys don't have gross beat like FL does, what do you guys use?
We have beat repeat. It'll stutter the beat.
Okay.
Yeah. MPC has
or I can just use FL Studio as a plugin.
No, there's that. There's that. Yeah. MPC has Flex Beat, and then over here with Master Cheater himself showed me all stutter editor. That's just fire.
Stutter editor too. And, I used to use Looperator.
Looperator, yep.
We got an Ableton. We got like you can create your own Looperator. You can basically create whatever VST that you want. You can create it in the DAW. So it's like really? We're like super nerd. So that's the reason why we already got all the VSTs in Ableton. You just have to know how to make them or know what's behind it in order to make it. Yeah, because I seen them make everything. I haven't seen nothing they haven't made.
Interesting.
My favorite is Duck Buddy. That thing is sick. It's like Shaper Box, but it's a side chain. I mean, it's just side chain. It's just a side chain, but it's a great side chain because you can put it anywhere. I don't know. It's very easy to use, and you can shape it. So,
okay.
Is that like Kick Mirror? I think it's called. It's something like that where it's also a sidechain plugin. You throw on your 808s or your bass line, and you can use that and route it to your kick to sidechain it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
you. Yep.
Because you could do that, but that's a third-party plugin. For FL, I use the Fruity P controller and the Fruity EQ too, and I'll route the EQ to the controller and put the controller on the kick. So when the kick hits, it'll duck the 808 instead of
it does it with you can do it with the volume. You can do it, volume and automation. You're basically doing the same thing with the volume, but sometimes there's ring modulation too, where you can actually punch through even more of the kit that you want, because what it's going to do is pick up the frequencies from the kick and the upper higher ends that you want, and a little bit of the bottom end. But if you do a side chain where it's specifically dedicated to the sound of the kick, more of the sound of the kit's going to go through. And if you do a side chain with the volume, it's going to cut that the tail end off of it, and it's just side chaining the sound and not the actual full texture of the sound. Like what is it, like Soothe will do frequency cuts to it'll push down whatever's in the way of that whatever frequency's in the way will get pushed down, and then whatever's from the drum will get pushed up, so you get that more than you will get anything else. So there's like I think it's only 3 levels of side chaining, and then there's only 3 levels of side chaining, but it is nice. I'm like, you can experiment with, see what sounds good for you, but I like doing that.
They do.
Right.
Yeah, man. I know you had put me on to, and this is on for vocals and other things as well. But I remember you put me on the Fresh Air and a few others.
Oh yeah, free plugins. I'm the king of free plugins.
Yeah, free plugins.
I be hunting them down.
Yep, and you send them to me, and I gotta go get them. So I got Fresh Air. You put me on to that one.
Yeah,
and I got a whole folder of shit that you sent me a while back. I just got. Even if I'm not using Ableton, it says Ableton, and it has all the stuff you told me to get.
Yeah, you can just get a DAW and then get all the stuff that I had. I had a huge list of just free stuff that you can get. You can get sounds free, like free sounds from a whole bunch of list of sites. You can get all the sounds from. You can start from scratch and build up a library that way, or you can just, after a while, once you get to the point where you start building up a library, you're like, I know what I like and I will know what I don't like. Then you start customizing your own kits, and you're just like, I only want to use this kit for this, use this kit for that, and you start. And I didn't even want to become a drum head after that. All I wanted to do was just make some music. Then after that, when I started making beats, I started getting more into the drums, and I was just like, I hate the drums. I got to chop everything up individually. If I found a loop or something, I got to chop everything up, separate them, EQ them. I wish they did it. Well, there's stuff to do it faster, but either way, it just sucks. The drum. Then after that, you're like, oh, I don't like that kick anymore. I don't like that snare anymore. I don't like the hi-hats. I don't like this crash. Then after that, you just creating your own kit after that.
Right.
Yeah, you see in FL Studio, when you drop your loops in there, and if you want just the kick, you can take the start and end of that loop, and you can maneuver it to where it takes everything out but just the kick. That way you have only the kick to work with.
Oh yeah, that's nice too. We got that in Ableton. It's slicer. It'll spread out whatever sample you throw in there, and then it spread it across the whole key.
Oh no, this isn't, because that's like Fruity Slice Sticks. I know what you're talking about. No, not that. For this one, it stays in the actual playlist, not playlist, in the tip sequencer.
Oh, okay.
It's literally, you literally take the start trim, bring it all the way to where you wanted to start at, and then the end you just fade it out and cuts everything out.
We do that. You can just do that directly in the arrangement mode, just like that.
Oh yeah,
we just put it in arrangement mode.
Nice.
I don't know if you've seen that. I just put it up real quick. He said side chaining the 808 make it sound like it's pulsating with the kick. I don't know. That's just what the question was. I'm not sure.
Side chaining 808 make it sound like it's pulsating.
The side chaining the 808 make it pulsating with the kick.
No, not if no.
It depends on what 808 you use and what kit that you use. Because if you use an 808 with a kit on top of a kit, it's going to clash. So you gotta. That's when you kind of gotta know your frequencies a little bit and know what to listen for.
Yep, you're gonna marry a kick and marry the 808.
Yep, exactly.
It's the. Why you got them Tron shades on, bro?
This guy.
Why you got a neon background? Leave me alone.
hey, I got a neon background, but you got them IHOP lights back there, bro.
IHOP lights. Crazy, dog. Come on, man.
Talking about my IHOP lights. Nah, you don't see it.
Mathematics said if it's pulsating, you probably got too much limiting going on at the brawler. So that's kind of the question that's shot back at it, brawler, about the sidechain there. You just don't want to mix the two like that. You're gonna have, if anything's pulsating, it don't sound good. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Between the 808 and the kick. So,
yeah, you mean you redlining somewhere?
Yeah, I was like, that's red line. That's pushing it.
If it's not the whole time,
they push it up the ceiling like this.
Right. No, to me, what is the biggest phrase I've always hated? If it ain't redlining, it ain't headlining. I've always hated that.
No.
I hate that phrase so much because it's like, dude, if it's redlining, you sound distorted and crunchy, and it doesn't sound good.
People don't understand it.
I remember my first track got engineered, and I had this one track. I had like mad bass in it, and it wasn't like bassy, but when the kick hit, like you be like, oh yeah, hell yeah. So when it got mastered, I'm like, man, yo, the dude took my bass out. Right?
You mean he equalized it out and put it where it needed to be?
Like, man, what the hell? And then now I'm listening. Now I understand. This was like years ago. And now I understand. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But
Like, yeah, push that. You took it all away. I don't want none of that.
that's back when I had like everything on loud. Everything, all my velocity was on 127.
Louder voice.
Damn.
Mistakes producing mistakes when you're young. Yeah.
Yup.
Mine was I love
I did the
reverb.
same
I
thing when
cranked
I
it
had
all the
a
way up.
machine. The same way when I had used a machine. 127. That's good.
Yup. Everything. I don't gotta adjust the volume or anything. It's gonna be loud, automatic.
Turn
For
it
all-
all the way up.
For all of my FO users,
Crazy.
for all my FO users out there, one of my biggest mistakes when I first started was slapping the sound glider, like 3 of them on the fucking master bus.
Damn.
That shit. Okay, this is hot. Now I hear it. I'm like, no, this is not. This is garbage.
There's ear
What are you
bleeding
doing?
shit there, bro.
I
Ear
do,
gonna be
man.
bleeding
Listen.
out.
I have the sound glider cranking it, and then I'll lower it right there. My shit, man.
Yeah.
My thing used to blink so red, it was like a disco club.
Oh,
Damn.
Crazy work, man. I didn't know any better.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. All right. What else you want out the crate, my man?
All right, go play Idea.
Idea.
Mhm.
All right. Idea P. It wasn't not Mac.
Oh, that's. I think it's a mental note for probably.
Probably so. I do that shit too.
Calls. Yeah.
I do that same shit, bro. I can
Shorthand
remember.
it
You
in,
know?
like, yeah, that's it.
All right. I'll line a second one up too. What's your next one you like to expound on?
Oh, just night.
Night night. All right.
Night.
After this, y'all go night night because we logging off because he's probably gonna kill everything. Nah. All right, I'm gonna line that one up. Yeah, we'll get with the first one here. Idea. Man, these keys. Get it. Yeah. Hey.
See, that's the Bama
Dang.
Maximus with salsa mixed with metal.
Mm.
You know what? Would have been good with it too. If it was a little bit longer, you know.
You're gonna hear that all night, dog. That's why I said he gave me a crate, and that crate gonna average out to about 5-10 minutes.
But it's all like all good stuff though.
No,
Like,
it
all
is. It's
good
fire,
stuff.
bro.
Like,
Nah,
like,
it is.
like that's
be
like I go
be
into a fine dining establishment, like I would like the rest of the steak, and they give you a filet mignon. You're like, I would like the rest of this.
Mhm.
Right. No, it's funny you say that. You imagine just sitting there at a fine dining and that shit come on.
Yeah, you be jamming, and then that shit just stop like.
In the middle of the pork cut. Like, wait a minute.
Like, hold on.
But that's what's crazy though. I would like actually feel good about that. Like, hey, now this my type of restaurant.
Like, hold
That'd be
on.
dope. That'd be dope. Yeah,
Yep,
man.
Hey, put the knife
Juan.
to it, it's over.
I ain't gonna hold you. I had a good. I think we were on Discord, whatever it was. And I had a cool long session about different tricks and tips, man. So a lot of the mixing and panning and crazy shit you hear. I learned some of that shit from these keys. I ain't gonna hold them. I'm gonna get in his flyers because I'm like, bro, I know my shit, even going to school, but then learning stuff just from other people, or like he said, just learning genres. That's what I do. I learn from other people better than the whole shit they teach you in school. It's just a bunch of fucktoolery there most of the time that you ain't gonna use when you get out. So,
Hey,
but yeah, man, I know
you for battles. I'm a battler too. I know.
I said that when you were gone. When I was gone, I said, hey, between you and these kings of people to help me learn the balance side if I get called out. Because I get called out just because of I make dope music, but I'm like, I hadn't learned the formula and the formatting to beat bound. And now that I've learned it, I'm like, yeah, go ahead if you want to. I know better.
Like, we ain't playing that game anymore. We ain't playing that game anymore.
And if not, I'll send it over to S. I'm like, all right, what you think? What should I do? He's like, all right, take this out, cut this here, transition this here. Boom, you good. All right, bet. Let's go. And you see, as long as I've known him and we've been in these little deals with like flipping all them, they would never put me in that side head to head. They already know. And or they'll line us up with somebody else they think they'll probably slay us, but it don't happen that way. That's why he's a partner now. He's like, they don't fuck with us no more.
I gotta get back into my battling bag. I don't know. I've just been lately focused on these projects, so
that's good.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Speaking of which, we are
next question real
in
quick.
the midst of telling people about that stuff. So he said he's working on projects. We all are working on projects right now. So starting with S. Dot, he's got Because I'm Dope. This cover may or may not change by then, but we are shooting for, what'd you say, February
4th.
February 4th. And Because I'm Dope to be his first solo project in like, what'd you say, 6 years?
6 years, yeah.
Dang.
Yep, his first solo project in 6 years. But we did do our collab project. It was my first one, period. And that was the first one with Tori and us two putting music together and doing a project, man. And it turned out pretty dope. It's still doing really well now that Spotify's done some weird like ratings, different things, man. And it showed that all my music and the stuff and listening had been me and his project, my personal project, and Flow Game and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I listened to pretty much all the stuff either that I've helped create, engineered, or put together. So yeah, I don't know if you got to hear any of those or not, these keys in your off time, but yeah, I've had my solo one, which was Make Shit Shake, and that was just like a beat tape as well. First one I've ever put out, because people always like, you got some music I hear somewhere. And I used to hate sending people like, yeah, go check out SoundCloud, or whatever.
You're like, check out.
And people don't want to do that these days because it's like you got to go to a website, then you got to find the person. You hit a streaming platform, it's like boom, it's easy. And I'm like, all right, I can get into this. So he helped me learn how to do all that stuff to get on the platforms as far as. So
I think he's glitching.
And he
project The Perfect Storm, which is still doing well. And then I had my first solo project. So that said, we have our second one we're working on that we might, which is The Perfect Storm 2, because we're dope. So that should be around the same time we dropped. I think we're going to try to drop them all simultaneously between our second one, and then I have mine as well that's going to follow as well on the second part of that one. And basically, we do it just because we love music. We make the stuff for us, and we actually have some dope stuff coming along with that we will not speak of now. We'll just let you see it when it happens. Well, we dived into some cool creative methods of promoting our music and tightening all that stuff that's going to come with those albums once we release them the next year in February. And so that'll be his, myself, and then we got Juan. Got multiples he's working on. Voicemail, Motel, No-Tell, and More Tonight Game.
Yes,
so he's basically playing catch up because he's been learning and doing a lot of work on the engineering side, and he has Playboy Bright he's been collabing with and kind of slowing him down a little bit. Not in a bad way, but you talked about he's like, I'm focused on getting my shit done now, which you should. Get it done. And then go back to collabing.
Actually, I was just working on Moto Noto before we jumped on here. I just did a hook on one of the tracks, so I just need to put that verse down, and then I got 2 more tracks. After that, I just engineered the last 3.
Cool.
It'll be done.
So yeah, we've been staying busy, and then within the Titan family, man, we got Flow Game, Paradise, D Legit. Although all of them are working on projects between this end of this year into next year. Flow Game and I just released this one last Friday, I believe it was.
Yep.
It was pretty dope. It was a spur of the moment idea. He's getting into the writing side to where he's writing music and want other people to perform it, kind of like what everybody else does, like Babyface and Neo and all the people. So he's getting into both sides of the artistry between writing his own music and then writing the songs and having somebody else perform them. So this one came from that. He wrote a song, had one of our homegirls, Paradise, do the song or do the cover to it or the performance to it. And then it turned into, hey, I got a couple of these covers I've done, or not covers, some references I've done off of YouTube, but he wanted to make them legit. So he sent them to me. I decided to we decided I'm just going to produce the whole thing and take all his YouTube beats and turn them into originals. And we came up with this album, If Only I Could Sing, which is trending pretty big now, and people are loving it. They've already been asking us for part 2, and it's ain't even been out for like 2 weeks yet. So you get a moment, check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. So whatever platform you like to listen to music on, it's on there. You can look it up either by me, G Music, or look it up for Flow Game Volato to find it on there as well. And I think that wraps up most of the projects that's going on. Of course, we got the merch still working on. So those are the hats you see we got now. Nice. We got a guy right now working on shirts, and then me and Juan going to get together and start working on getting like beanies and stuff for the rest of the winter season. So if anybody would like one, definitely just have the Titan logo on there. The personal names and stuff is pretty much the in-house thing we've been doing.
Okay. Just with the logo.
But anyway, it has a logo on there or the tag or something on there, whatever you like between the two, or just the logo on it.
You have a hat with just the logo on it?
We can get one made for sure. Yep. Okay, if you want one, we'll get you a hat with just the logo right there for sure.
Yep.
All right, Juan.
Yes, sir.
You done heard it, buddy. Put it on your to-do list.
I heard him.
Juan helps us out. That's how he did our hats. We have like personal hats that just has our names on it, and they're cheap hats, not cheap hats, and they're good hats and good quality hats. And he has a place down there in Ohio. He takes them to get them all printed up. So we kind of put him in charge of that because his be turning out so dope. I said, we just gonna stick with your people you do your stuff with.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know the one he made for me on my name on it. It goes with shit, bro. I was like, shit. But yeah, okay. Want hats? Yeah, just let us know. So you already got that coming. If you want one, we get you one. We get your hat going, Mr. D's Keys.
All right.
And yeah, I think that's all we got as far as projects. And we do also have a little side chain project or song. Me and S. Dot. So that'll be released sooner or later. I gotta finish working on the vocal side of it. We got an artist on it as well. But other than that, man, that's what we got shaking here.
That might be that might be our single.
We'll get into Night Night next. What's Night Night about?
Oh, that was me learning color bass and learning how to do mixing. What is it? Trying to find. I know it's it's not specific genre. It's sample flipping. So it's like color bass with sample flipping. So yeah. Okay. So I was trying to learn how to do that and trying to mesh what I do with that kind of stuff. So I was learning new techniques during that time and learning color bass. So this is basically practicing color bass with sampling with from sampling. So yeah, combining those both together.
Okay, hell yeah. Let me go back over here real quick. Let me do a little catch-up session right here. So Hoffa said I need to sit with these keys in about a week.
I have a lot of stuff to tell you. I'm like, I can give you all this information. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but when I say that's how old we are, how we've been around so long. He said sound click, wow. Bro, I used to be on there just listen to dudes on there just be going crazy on there. Who was one of the ones? Johnny Giuliano.
I forgot about him.
Who the other one? Vibe Beats. Them dudes, that's what I used to listen to a lot on there. They were like the top 2 or 3 producers on there all the time. So that was years ago. But yeah, man. You got to keep growing though if you want to keep being great in this music journey. So we got Night Night. Let's check out Night Night. You want to go Night Night, Nick? They go Night Night. All right. Europe. Just like that. All right, that's it. Good night.
Show's over.
Yeah. Hey, I was looking at this. I was like, you heard that jersey bop, and then boom, 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 up, and then there goes that stuff.
I ain't going nowhere.
I know. Oh man. Salute, what's good, Mr. Glitch himself in the chat. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. And that's another one that stays busy, sitting there doing his thing, man. If I knew what I know now at 23 or whatever, bro, I'd be a double goat at that point. But man, man, salute to Glitch. He's doing his thing, man. And one of the people I highly respect and definitely has all my love and support, man. And we had him and had a dope interview on here with him too, man. And that's one of our favorites. Well, I need to get caught up on the shows we've done and do some snippets so people can see the load up on our TikTok and Instagram and shit. So appreciate everybody who's tapped in and either done a show with us or watches it and promotes it or shares it, man. Appreciate y'all. And I keep working every week, and the subscribers and the followers keep going up, man. So we definitely love and appreciate you guys tapping in and loving what we do and letting everybody know about it. And like I said, it's just a good networking tool, connecting tool, and tips and tricks and tutorials. Like I said, this is one of the guys we got on here that's taught me a lot of stuff, and other than what he decides he needs to gatekeep with. All of us has a little something we keep. A good reason, but for the most part, man, the one way or another, and nobody like, nah, I ain't telling you shit. So that's been dope. So appreciate y'all who understands that. And yeah, man, that's how we grow and that's how we get better. Like everybody does their own thing in a certain type of way, but it all comes back to one for the love of music. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing, keep creating. And yeah, man, we gonna go into some more music here unless you got another question that's dot or one or anything you got as well. It don't matter. Like I said, I know you had some things you wanted to.
Nah, you can just run it.
Put out there if you wanted to talk on. I know you've been throwing stuff as you wanted out there, but which is fine.
Do you have any music goals?
Yeah, just to get some songs. I have a lot of songs I'm working on. I'm trying to close up my old project from a metal band that I'm in. I'm trying to close up that project. I can be completely done and actually have all my stuff like in a row. Because when I was younger, I didn't know that they were signing contracts and stuff, and I didn't know about all that. And I didn't have my BMI or I didn't have my ASCAP, and I didn't have nothing. I didn't understand. I was like, oh, I've written all this music and played all this music, and I don't have my paperwork. You don't get paid for it. You don't get the nice paycheck from it.
That's facts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
was
you can
just
still
talking
claim it
to,
even after if you didn't know, you could do it afterwards. Even you could do it afterwards too. But the further it is behind you, you got to do it as soon as possible. The further it is behind you, the worse it's gonna get.
Yeah, I was just talking to S. about that earlier, and I think Flow Gang as well. It's like every time I create something within at least 24 to 48 hours, I go on my BMI and register it, put it in there. So that way,
Yeah.
if I'm playing it on here, playing it on somebody else's platform, whatever have you, you got it registered and everything is locked down in yours. I was telling somebody, I was like, man, even as an artist, register your music. And then when you do your recordings, wherever, if you don't do it at home, get your rough draft recording and your stems. That way, if somebody runs off with them or they lose it on a disc or something like that, you have it. Or if they try to do some dumb shit with it, you got proof. If you got to take them, to court, if you got the little, big bang, little bang thing going on, whatever have you. Protect yourself in your music. Register everything the moment you create it. Like you said, the further you do and you think about, oh man, I made that like 3 months ago. Hey, you know how much shit could happen to that in 3 months? No, in 3 days. I mean, we've all seen it here. Yeah, we've all seen it here in the last several months of beat jacking, even from the celebrities. You had Eric Sturman taking people's shit. Somebody took what's his name, Cuddy Fresh, his stuff, or K Fresh, I think, and what was it? Mark Infinite was one of the first ones we seen get jacked.
Yeah,
it's
he's
crazy.
all over.
But
But how
those
you gonna
people
claim
have
this
their
music and then play it? You did it on a platform.
Yeah.
The beat battle platform. I was like, this community is small. The beat battle community. Well, you know who people are in it. It's not that big. And if you use somebody else's shit, you're gonna find out. They're gonna find out about
for
it.
sure.
You're gonna get called out. I'm like 100% sure you're gonna get called out.
The crazy part about that, he didn't even cut all the man's tags out. The tags came in a couple parts of the song.
Man, how are you that stupid? Sorry, my bad.
We've all seen it, heard it, and we all had our words, and I was like, that's crazy. So again, protect yourself in your music, bro. Keep copies, keep have it registered, all that stuff. Like I get constant emails like, this is good, this is registered now. And there's a little folder I keep all my BMI stuff in. So if anything happens, like here's the record. Like even when I was releasing music on the streaming platforms, there was a conflict. So I had to write United Masters, like, no, this is my music. And I sent them my BMI and they were like, all right, cool. They released it. They thought it was something else that got registered. And I think it was probably a snippet of a sample I had. And they thought it was somebody else's shit. They're like, nope, this is mine. And I gave them the BMI and everything. And then they released it for me. That's why I said it's very important. It's very important. So, keep yourself protected. Like Boomer said here, he said, protect your neck. Protect your neck. Straight up, bro.
True. Kind of like relate with these kids, man. When I was in the band, I got recruited. I guess their bass guy quit, so they ended up bringing me along because they knew I made beats and they wanted me to do bass lines or whatever. I wasn't good at it, but in that band, I learned how to construct a beat better. But anyways, they didn't tell me about BMIs and ASCAPs and all that. They didn't tell me shit about it. So as I'm sending, snippets and loops and all that to the email, I later found out that the band leader had somebody who I guess who was a cousin of his in the industry, and he got nominated for a Latin Grammy Award.
That's messed up.
And
that's the stuff I'm talking about.
And it got me thinking. I'm like, if I'm sending you all this shit and you didn't tell me about a BMI or ASCAP, what's the chances are that you sent him my shit, they recreated it, and then he got nominated, bro? So for all I know, some of that shit that got big probably was possibly some of my shit that was just recreated. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know any better. The reason I found out about a BMI number was because they took me to a studio that I used to record at, and that's when the guy there, he was an A&R that later became an engineer. He said, "Hey man, are you registered?" I go, "What you mean?" He goes, "You got a BMI number?" I was like, "What's the BMI number?" "You know what that is?" I said, "No." When I said that, the band leader looked at me kind of scared, like, "Oh shit." I looked at him like, "Really, bro? Like you really like that, bro? That's crazy work, bro. And we're supposed to be Spanish people that stick together." That's grimy, bro. That's grimy.
Yep.
But now I got a BMI number after dude put me on the game, so I got registered. I got a BMI and a song trust now. But
there you go.
crazy.
There you go.
It's crazy.
You
man.
don't. It's kind of crazy when you don't even realize until later. You're just like, oh, I'm just in a group. I'm about to just do things.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, is there? You don't even realize that they're doing other stuff than what you're doing, and it just really. I mean, it felt like kind of betrayal. It does feel like betrayal because it's like you guys basically used me and then just took the music and ran with it. It's but still, we learned from it and we grew from it. That's what matters most. We learn and we grow.
Yep. And that's what all this is about that we do is helping people learn and grow and figure out stuff they didn't know better about. You know, so we're not the only ones that went through it or had something like that happen to at some point. You know, some got worse ends of the stick of the shit, but hey, now you know better, you got to do better, bro. Simple as that. Yes, sir.
Dang.
All right. That's it. All right, man. With us, say like that. You got something else of a fave you wanna run and let everybody hear?
Yeah, you can just do This was
I see that. Like, I see you type it till like, huh? What?
no, it's just EH. But
I thought it was EIEIO.
Oh, this guy. I knew that was.
I was like, I don't even have a name for it. I just put EH because he was like
Yep.
It's from a YouTube video.
Straight up. Yes, sir. All right, we'll get into that one real quick. Let's go.
Just trying to chill, bro. You keep me
This is from another YouTube snippet.
I like that. That was good. That was a vibe right there.
Did Tank disappear?
No.
I don't know.
Yes, sir. Somebody must have turned the TV or something, started lagging for a couple seconds. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, I'm peacing out. Have a good night. Hey, Boomer, salute, bro. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the love, support, especially from my man D's Keys. Like I said, KC natives all the way, man. We out here. We trying.
Yep.
get across the map one way or another. But nah, that's my dog, man. He's a phenomenal drummer. I remember, and then I learned he was a DJ. He was killing it at some of these spots here in Kansas City. Next thing you know, I look up, he's out here producing shit, and then went to California and all kinds of shit. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I gotta play catch up.
I was playing a funk band with him for a while. He was a drummer. I was the keyboardist in the funk band.
Oh no
After
shit, I
that-
didn't know that. That's
Man.
what's
We had a
up.
whole bunch of shows lined up, and then we had to drop it. We all had to just stop.
Yeah. I think a lot of people's shit got fucked up with the whole 2020 thing. Is that when y'all had to stop it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like when I was doing my personal training business. I had it going for like 10 years, and then 2020 happened. They shut everything down, turned everything into streaming. I can just watch Beachbody and do it on my TV at home. I was like, I fuck
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, if you got motivation to do it, sometimes you need somebody there with you who's going through it with you. I think
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
if you have somebody there that's going through it with you, it changes the whole aspect than you just getting up in the morning, turning on TV and just following
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And
Yeah,
even
they
when I
are.
was doing that, even when I was doing that as a business, as a trainer, I wasn't the typical trainer with a pen and pad or something telling you what the fuck to do until you was hurting and bleeding and crying and snotting. I actually was out there doing it too. This is what we doing today.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what we doing today. We're
That's
gonna
what
make
I did. That's how I made my way, and it was so successful for 10 years. Because I was like, look, you gonna hurt, I'm gonna hurt. F it. I said, I know I've been doing it, but shit, it still hurt.
Yeah, that helps out a lot when someone's there with you.
Yeah,
Just,
man. So,
yeah.
and that goes with anything. That's like with music, man. We try to all stick together, man. And so we always bouncing ideas off each other when it comes to me, S. and Juan, and anybody else, man. It's just like, look, what you doing today? I said, trying to cook something up new. And then I send him a little snippet of the whole thing I've been working on, same vice versa. And then we kind of like tell each other what we need to do, not to do, or, you know, this is too hot, turn that shit down, whatever it may be. You know, and I love it because it's one of those things that you can grow from, and you can not leaning on your own understanding, because it's easy to be like, yeah, I'm dope, and everybody gonna tell me shit. Nah, I'm like, look, tell me if that shit needs this, needs that. And I tell you what, you send your shit to these keys, he gonna tell you.
I'm not that mean. I just
told me
saying.
I didn't say he was me. I'm just saying.
He's saying he was me.
And that's the thing. He'll tell you, he's gonna tell you why, and then the why turns into a solution, and the solution usually works. So I'm like, hey, let's go. So,
yeah, it is help. Some people just can't take it.
But people can't take it. No, like you said, people can't take it, man. And I'm just like, I've been in what we're doing now, or in the last little run with on the other side of the tracks, man. I was trying to help people out like that too, and I was pompous or full of myself or whatever the fuck. And I was like, no, you asked, I told you, and you got mad. You shouldn't have fucking asked. And even when I gave you a solution how to fix it, and you still was so stuck on being mad about it, and then hey, here's what it was. Oh well. So don't ask a question you don't want the answer to, you know. And if you do what you're supposed to do, the feedback's not gonna be that harsh.
Yeah, that is true. If you do what you're supposed to do, they ain't gonna be that bad.
But if you don't know and don't understand, and I show you and tell you, and you still get mad, well, why'd you ask me?
That's when I stopped. That's when I stopped replying. I'm like, whatever.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah, he'd be like, you know, hey, no, hold on, real quick. Shut up. That's where I be at now. I remember when that guy told me that story about some lady trying to troll him about something political, something that wasn't really that political. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what? Hey, real quick, shut up. I lost it when he told me that shit, bro.
Dang, just cut it off right there.
So now I do that to people at work, and I'm like, oh, really? Okay, yeah, hold up, real quick, I got something for you. Shut up.
Nobody hear that shit.
Right. So, all right, man, we got the next one. Build up my confidence. Ooh, perfect song right now. Build up my confidence. Yeah, he about to probably make
you'll see. That's a sample. This is me experimenting with jungle.
All right. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. out. I.
I was expecting this to just cut straight off.
I don't do it all the time.
Straight up. All right, what else you got for us, man? As far as some gyms or whatnot, now I get these next two loaded up. Unless y'all two got a special question off the chart or something. The flow is anybody's flow right now.
I can teach you a lot of tricks. Just a lot of tricks to sample yourself.
Anything you want to talk about, bro. I know we was talking about you had some stuff you want to talk. Whatever. Say whatever. We got you. We back you 1,000%.
That's one thing I wish that we need to. I don't know. They seem like we need to name these tricks and actually give them names. Because it's like you hear something, you be like, "Oh, I know what they're doing," but you don't have a name for it, do you? Yeah, exactly. Oh, what's the where you do the stutter fade in? You know the stutter fade in. Like, what are you talking about? We don't have no name for it. They need to like come up with a name. Well, music we do like a day crescendo or whatever, and like mezzo forte for playing it soft and whatnot. But
tell me I'm gonna be like,
yeah, I know.
Like a big, you gonna see a big math chart come around me. I like dial up. I was be like, English, bro. English.
Like, hey, I'm speaking English. That's why won't you understand? Why is nobody talking to me?
I think I'm stupid.
Well, I was like, then you can come up with like a lower. I'm like, but we don't have like name for stuff. Well, we name some sounds, but we can't name them all. But even then, need something.
So we got one from Mr. Ronstein.
I used to use Mixcraft a lot. I love that. Bet you're familiar.
Never heard it. Never heard of that.
Slow.
You never heard of what?
Mixcraft.
What?
You gotta try it one day. It's easy.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone, Juan. Hey, hey, man.
Hey, never heard of Mixcraft, bro.
We damn near in unk status now, but we don't be doing unk like that.
What is it called?
These young Thundercats think I'm supposed to know every goddamn
Thundercats is crazy. Tell me a Thundercat, that's crazy work.
That's wild, bro. Nah,
how you never heard of Space said that he never heard of Mixcraft either.
Bro, all I knew, my music journey was double deck tape decks, Sega Genesis, Yamaha keyboard. Then my next set was a Casio keyboard that let me record 2 songs with 6 sounds. Then my next step was Acid with Fruity Loops. Then I learned Reason. And then I was from Reason for like eons. All the way, I think I was first introduced to Reason 3. And I stopped using Reason 8 when they came out with their version of VSTs. I forgot what it was called.
I forgot what it's called. They're racks, basically.
Yeah, refills
or
whatever, something like that. Yeah. But then I ran into a machine, and then I've been on machine ever since until like last year to Studio One.
The machine is beast, though. I was like, the standalone machine is just beast. When it came out, there was nothing like it, in my opinion. It was beast at the time. Still is, but we have other DAWs now, so it's getting crazy out here.
They're a bit behind, but I use Studio One, but I use machine as a VST.
Yes.
That's like he said earlier. He uses Ableton and he just uses shit to put in Ableton. So that's kind of how we do it now. Like I use my MPC and put it into Studio One now. So
that's how you do it.
The controller or an additive to what I'm doing for the workflow.
I would say my favorite DAW that had all the DAWs are good. They're all missing features though to make stuff easy. Like all of them are missing one feature. Like, why can't you just have that one feature so you can make my life easy? No, you only can do it in this DAW.
Right.
Like Bitwig, you can put audio and media clips on the same line. It doesn't even matter. Which is weird. I was like, that's pretty cool. You can do all kinds of stuff in Bitwig. That's crazy. That's like the the youngest doll out, in my opinion. Yeah, it is the youngest doll out.
Man, when I heard a bit when I first seen it at the studio, I used to record it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Bitwig.
Yeah.
Man, what the
All right, we got Cold as Ice. Cold as Ice. Is it that shit?
Yeah,
Hold
is
up.
that? But it's like,
All right.
Every night. Every day. Can't help but to worry. So worry. Don't lose sight.
Is that why you're here?
With another fade out, and I wanted more. That shit was fire.
I should just finish the second half of it.
Yeah,
I just,
man,
Or
you
the
should.
first
As
half.
you should.
Separate two songs.
As you should, sir. Damn. Hell yeah. Excuse me. So we got Acid. That's the next little John. We got Out the Crate. And let's get into it.
great? The ambience on that was nice, bro. The ambience on that was nice, and the reverb was
like, what do you use for your? Do you automate your reverb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You need to start doing that.
I'm not. I don't never. I cannot leave it just on and off. Just on or off. Well, yeah, I do have it on and off, and then certain things will go to the max, and then shut it off immediately, so it can just taper out.
that shit was nice. yeah, that's what's like, damn, bro. I mean, I say this almost every live, man. If you're not wearing headphones when you hear, this like other productions, man, guys are missing out, man. You gotta do the headphones.
Yeah, for sure, man. God,
I mean,
damn.
You can finish it with I think that's the well, I think there's like only 2 tracks left and then done.
Okay,
You can finish
okay,
with the boom bap
okay.
and what's it called? Boom bap. Where's the other thing?
Boy got so
And the
much music.
channel kit. No, no, I mean, well, the boom back will probably be the longest one. It's a little, it's like my beginnings of learning how to do stuff. I didn't know how to push drums through. I didn't know how to do stuff. I've learned like a couple tricks here and there. Then I created my own technique. I created my own trick, and then I wish I could. I mean, I could show you, but it's all right. One day I'll show you guys. I'm just gonna show you tricks that I've done and learned. It's pretty fun to do, and you're like, oh, I get it. Once you like, it's like seeing a magic trick. Once you see it, you're like, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna start doing that.
Okay.
Or when you
You've
play
already
basketball,
You already
and
showed me some shits that I've done added to my little tips and tricks. So
Yep.
So straight up, bro. So we got the boom bap, and you said what's the other one's called?
What was the other one?
You said
Channel kit.
channel kit. That's right. All right,
Yeah.
We get into boom bap one real quick. Let's get it.
Oh, so you've been cutting beats off like that back in the day, huh?
Yeah. I chop that stuff up like crazy.
If it's one thing I noticed that I noticed between the three of you guys, and it's one thing that I'm actually absorbing into my arsenal, is that you guys know a lot about spatial dynamics, about keeping everything in its own pocket and letting it sit there, you know. And that's one thing I'm starting to peep out more and more, not just, you know, with regular music, but just hearing your guys' tracks, the three of you guys. I've noticed that a lot. Like, man, this is way over here, and especially with Tank with the panning and shit like that. And with S with the transitions, and now even with these keys, how he has his reverb, but it's not muddy. It's not muddy. You know, a lot of people like myself, I have a problem at times where I'll slap reverb on something and it's muddy. And that by him saying automating it, I'm like, I think I'm gonna start doing that. When I have to.
You have to start even if you've. That's the reason why vocals. If you send stuff to go get mastered and stuff, they sit there, move a little dial up the whole time while the whole song is playing, or either just do their regular. Like after they see the wave file, after a while, they're like, "Oh, okay, I can just do this," and then they'll just move it like that, and it slowly fall along with it. I forgot what it's called. It's actually called It's called something besides automation. It's actually called something. I forgot the name of it, but I'll probably look it up later just to figure it out again. But either way, that's how you control it a lot better, just through automation.
Hell yeah, man. I'm like saying learning shit every day, bro. I mean, we tried every day, especially me and that style. We've been like diving really deep into Studio One and that's kind of the dog choice I chose to go with outside the MPC, and it's just crazy so much crap you can do with that thing, and that's one of the things like the automation, bus tracks, all that stuff to make everything come together without doing all the extra hard work. Make it work easier.
Make it easier. Work smarter, not harder.
Straight up. All right, we got channel kick as the last John we'll run into, and yeah, let's run it.
All right.
Fatality.
Wow. I see somebody spontaneously imploded in the chat, bro.
God damn.
They didn't explode, they imploded, bro. It's like holy shit. Instead of exploding outward, they get turned into like a black hole and started warping. Like, damn.
Damn.
I like that right there.
Man, that picture.
Yeah, I do. You love that shit.
I know. That shit was tough.
God damn, bro.
What was that called? That's the pitch shifter. If you put you're basically resampling yourself. When I create these, when those effects happen, I'm resampling myself and replacing sections of the song with just that sample, depending how clean I want it. So that little it's actually shifting the song live with beat repeat. Beat repeat has a thing where it can shift the pitch real fast to a certain point, then go back to the regular pitch. And I automated that and just basically turned it on at a certain point and then turned it off at a certain point. That way it can go. But you can do it on any beat, like on the downbeat. Yeah. If you have, I mean, you should have it in Fruity Loop. FL Studio.
Yep.
I keep calling it Fruity Loops. It's still Fruity Loops to me, but it's
Fruity
FL.
Loops.
It is Fruity Loops, man. I mean, even though I started on FL8, which is after it turned to FL Studio, but to me, even though I've heard about it and I dove into it and I read some of the background on it, Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops. So that's what it stands. What else does it stand for?
The FL stands for Fruity Loop Studio.
I know, but what other than it could it stand for? It's still gonna be Fruity Loops.
Right.
Fruity Loop Studio. Yeah. What else can it like? That's one way around the advertisement.
When you ask Google, it says Florida Studio, and I hear that shit. I start like, freaking stupid.
Florida Studio. Hey, you using that Florida Studio? Yeah, bro. That Florida Studio is dope.
Yep.
If you ain't using that Florida Studio, I don't know.
You gotta put that Orlando on the master.
And side chain Miami.
Yeah.
Miami. Crazy.
Got Tampa Bay preset.
You can stack it up on there.
That's crazy work, bro. Damn. Well,
well, hold
it's
on.
always
Never mind.
the
The last
go
one.
ahead.
Just let the last one go. This
What
the
is it?
last
What you
one.
got?
The
you got?
old Run the Hill. This was made during during the Stranger Things time, and I have no idea what I did. I was like, this is when I started doing the vocal glitching. Yeah, and this one actually people like it a lot. I don't know why they like it, even though it's a battle beat, but it's still relevant. I need to just actually make a full version of this because it's actually pretty dope. Like I don't this is when I first started learning how to what is it? It's a granulator. How I learned how to granulate vocal samples and whatnot. This is when I started learning how to use the granulator. Granulator is crazy. It's just basically putting stuff in their own space, and you can freeze it, stutter it. You can do all kinds of things with it. But I did like pitch changes while they sing and with the natural sing. So you'll hear it. It's weird. I just came up with that. I haven't seen nobody else use it before, but it's pretty fun to use. But I can show people how to do it. But I can show better than I can explain about what's going on.
We'll definitely can have a tutorial night for sure, bro. That's no problem at all. So, all right. So, old Run the Hill. Let's get into it. I've actually been wanting to sample Stranger Things shit.
Yeah, that was a battle beat.
That shit.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's directed towards it. And that was when T-Pain started tripping out on people. That simple. He started flipping out on people on live on Twitch when that happened. And I was like, dang. Because everybody said they wanted to be like somebody else. Or like, try to be yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else. Just be yourself authentically.
Right.
As best you can. The more you are yourself, the less you have to. Yeah, I mean, the more you are yourself, the better, because it shows out in your music too. The more you are yourself, that's how I can tell the difference between like different artists, because I can actually hear exactly what they sound like, because they're being themselves.
Hell yeah, man. That's what it is. Speaking of T-Pain, yeah, I did his little what's it called? Club Husband Challenge remix thing.
Remixed.
Yeah. I need to check to see what's up with that. I think tonight was I don't know if it was the deadline or the voting night where he actually announces the winner. I don't know. Like I said, I just tried shit. I just tried shit just to be doing it. You never know. So he was like, hey, hit the link, get the stems, get the stems of his vocal, and you can hear some of the other people's like renditions. There was like a rendition, there was a pop rendition, hip hop. It was crazy.
What was it on?
And, I was like, all right. It was on. I was late to the party. A friend of mine got it, so I've been running the challenge for like 2 weeks or 2 months now. I was like, well, I ain't hip to all the shit that they. So his is basically like, hey, here's the stem of my vocal, and I guess the ideal of the instrumental. Flip it however you want to, but basically the ideal of it was flip it, tag him, and then have as many people you can to use or reuse the sound. So I guess like on TikTok and Instagram, you can like click on it and then have people use it for their reels or some shit like that. It's like, man, I don't know people who've got that much time and attention on their hands to do that shit. You know, people like doing the trending stuff, you know. Mm-hmm. People like the trending stuff, you know, like when they do like conspiracy theorist type shit, they always got that weird eerie shit in the background. I said, when it comes to production and stuff, people ain't using people's sounds unless it's something that's been a catchy thing for a while. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I've got a lot of views and likes on it when I did the rendition of it, but I'm like, y'all can just reshare it if y'all like it with this and that. I don't know, because I don't know people who actually reuses people's songs or music to put on their reels, because people just make their own content. And a lot of times they either don't have music or they use some catchy shit that everybody's doing. So we'll see. I don't know. I have to tap in to see what's happening to it, but I haven't really looked into what that's doing right now. But I was like you said earlier, I just tried it just because, you know, you never know. It's like playing the lottery.
You never know unless you try it. You miss what's going miss 100% of the shots you don't make.
Exactly. So let me find it. I'll run it. But yeah, unless you got anything else, man, you want to speak on, tell us, or anything like that, or like S.'s major question is there any question that you us on the panel, me, Juan, or
yeah, yeah. And then he goes, I spent all day thinking about that question. Okay, all right.
Oh, I have a full list of questions.
Hold on, let me get out my Palm Pilot.
I'll be like, damn. Nah, I ain't gonna ask him that question. You know what? I'm gonna ask him this question right
here. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
That's usually how we kind of end the segment of the podcast. We always ask our guests if there's any question you have for anybody on the panel or all of us collectively.
It could be anything, it don't matter.
Yeah, it's like I said, this ain't scripted. This ain't like, you know, some.
Am I legal? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. I don't say anything. I didn't see nothing. I ain't hear nothing. So, one thing I want to talk to you guys about. Oh, I know some people are good at taking it, but I would say this is just from what I felt before, and I understand why people want to. Okay, how do you guys usually take feedback or criticism? There's people that give it, but they don't give criticism. They're just saying, "Oh, this sounds bad." Tell me why it sounds bad. Don't just say this sounds bad. Tell me why it sounds bad, and then give me a solution to fix it. Don't just tell people like, "Oh, it's horrible." Like, how are they going to learn from that? How are you going to help them out? Like, that's not going to help them out. You know, like, but how do you guys take criticism?
That's a good. You pretty much asked and answered the question in one statement. So but that's exactly what we try to do, whether it be us giving people feedback or people giving it to us. It's just like, look, bro, that's cool. I appreciate the feedback, but if it is trash, horrible, or needs help or needs work, what do you have to help me learn, understand, and get better at that one thing that needs work or help or could be cleaned up or what have you? That is the question. That's the ultimate question, the solution. Like, give me the solution. So for us, that's how we do people who, if they send music to us, whether it be collectively, individually, or on the show for a review, like, hey, I just made this. I just want to get some feedback and review on it. And we will give you, if it's good, trash, or indifferent, and then we'll give our suggestions or solutions of how we would probably do things. Or if you don't like the way we may have do things, but this is like a base level of, hey, try this instead of this. And like for me, if somebody gives me some feedback on something that whether I agree with it or not, I'm one of those people like, all right, cool, I appreciate it, and I will take the things that you told me and I try to apply them. And if they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. But then that's the gray area where people like us, we'd be like, all right, cool, thanks for the feedback, I'm gonna try that. Then there's people like, man, fuck that nigga, man. That motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. It's, man, fuck him and his platform.
Yep. Yep.
You get more of that than you do the, all right, cool, I'm gonna take it home and try it. You know, so for me personally, if somebody, even like yourself, you've done it for me plenty of times, these keys, and I'm like, cool, and I don't take no offense to it, or I'll explain why I did it a certain way. You're like, okay, I get that now. I understand why you did it. Or you'd be like, hey, that's cool, but try this, or pull this down, or try this automation or this side chain or whatever have you. I'm like, all right, bet. I'll try that, and I'll go back and open up my project and I'll do it.
Yeah.
And if it works, like, damn, that was dope. I didn't even think of that. And if it don't work, I'm like, I still tried it. I tried the solution you gave me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like, and everybody's different in how they produce and create and what plugins and automations, whatever they do. I would never say anything is like really the wrong answer, but certain things work for certain things or genres or whatever you're trying to create. But I don't downplay somebody who's trying to correct something or show me something that they've been successful at, because you never know. So for me, that's how I accept or I take criticism, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. And that's one thing we've been trying to preach to people, like, look, have thick skin, just try it and apply it. And if it works for you, cool. If it don't, cool. But don't hate or shit on the messenger or the pro or the platform because somebody said something and you got offended because you either probably most likely don't understand.
If you don't understand, it's okay to don't understand, because we're not gonna. It's like you're not gonna know everything. I don't care how smart you are, you're not gonna know everything about music. You're not. It's like
exactly.
I don't
it's forever evolving, bro, and it's forever changing. So it's never like that's the one step thing to do. It might work in the moment, but then who knows? A week later, 2 weeks, 2-3 months later, it might change to something.
It might just be like, no, we don't do that anymore. We don't even use the side chain anymore. We do this now. We have a perfect mixer that mixes them both together.
Like, people ask me about mixing. Everybody mixes differently, this and that. But from the way I was taught before plugins and automations and all that shit was a thing. I went to BRC Audio here in Kansas City. It was on 5th and Grand. So when I went to Johnson County Community College, we did everything with patch cables. We had to run cables, plug it into the fucking board manually, and then do the little work on the Pro Tools, and then run this old ancient fucking like gear board that they had, bro. And I'm like, damn, this is a lot of work. So then when I got hip to DAWs and plugins and stuff, and even now using DAWs again now, because I was all hardware for a while with the MPC, but learning from you, S-Dot, or even Juan, you know, I'm just like, all right, I got these Waves plugins, or I got whatever you showed me or gave me a list of things to get. I'm like, all right, cool. How do I use it though? So, and I'm not hip to some stuff, and I'm like, hey, tell me what to do, how to do it, and I try it and I apply it. That's it. You know, because I come from a world of hardware and plugins and doing everything manually. You know, whether that says my age or not.
Be grateful for the tools you have today.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because when I was in college, we had to learn how electricity routed from your house to the power plant, and that's how you correlate that to the fucking mixer board, and the patch cables running to this and to that. It was crazy shit. I showed S-Dot and Juan my whole binder. I still have to this day of all the shit they taught me that is not really relevant to today's world of doing things. So I'm like, shit, show me the way. And I'm like, oh, this does this and that, just like Studio One. When we started first using it, we was like, all right, we got to do this and this and that. And then one day, S-Dot figured it out, and he was like, I got an epiphany. I figured this out, bro, man. Just create a bus track, take all your tracks, put it on bus 1 or whatever it is, then put stutter editor on here, and then hit this, make it create an instrument track. Boom, everything does what you need to do. I said, damn.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to
do. All right, cool. Because my ass is sitting here like making an instrument track after an instrument track after an instrument track, putting the stutter editor or the track there on here and doing this. And I was like, damn, that's a lot of work. And then he said, you know, man, I figured it out, bro. Just create one bus track. And if you want this, and this to do with the stutter editor or the shaper box, whatever you have that you're using, use that and put that on that bus track, and then hit the buttons or the keyboard you want, or the key.
You should be able to save it as a template, so every time you go up in there, it's already there.
Yep, and you show me that with Ableton, so I'm sure we can do that on Studio One.
You can do it in Studio One.
Do that shit, man. So that's pretty much my answer to your question, bro. Because I'm like, I just hate it because I've had people who've been around us and asked us for our help, and we tell them stuff that you told me or S.Dot showed me, or vice versa, and they want to contradict the shit you asked me the question on. I'm just telling you exactly what the fuck you asked the question.
You don't have this. You don't have the answer, Sway. You don't have the answer, Sway.
How, Sway?
How, Sway? How I'm supposed to fix my mix, Sway?
and there's people that fucking hate my guts about that shit because I know what the fuck I'm doing, and then I'm showing you what I'm doing, free of charge, free game, no gatekeeping, and you're like, fuck that guy. So I'm like, that's cool. That's why your music gonna stay sucky, and it sucks to suck, and I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. But that's how I take it when it comes to feedback or criticism, this and that, man. Like I said, and I don't get butthurt or hard-hearted or black-hearted about it, man. I'm just like, all right, cool. Because I mean, there's stuff that people know that you don't know, and if it works, it works. It don't, it don't. But I'm not gonna sit there and say fuck that guy because he thinks he knows everything. Nah, bro. There's plenty of times you told me, and I'm like, all right, bro, cool. All right. I'm like, that's not what I thought, and that's not how I felt when I made it. But you know what? I'm gonna try it. You said do this, cool. I'm gonna try it. And 9 times out of 10, it fucking works better or it sounds better. Cool. We in there. And S.Dot's the same way. I send him everything I do. Like, what you think about this, bro? Because we can all say our shit is dope and be like, yeah, this is hot.
If the best
your
way
shit ain't hot, bro. Your shit is hot, like legitimate. It's making dance lights and fucking rave music going on.
It's red line and hot. All the lines are red hot. I would say the best way to get used to it is take your song, whatever song you got done. It could be halfway done or be like, and then go to Twitch and find some of those influencers. I mean, not influencers, just the people on Twitch, and just send your music to them. Let them listen to it. They'll tell you, like, because they get to have unfiltered. It's unfiltered. They'll tell you everything they feel about it. There's a lot.
I'd rather you be that way than to gaslight me or talk some shit that you know that I know that you full of shit type stuff, bro. Don't do that. Tell me straight out, like, how you feel. And I'm like, cool. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck what you think or feel about me. But if it's going to help and make me be better, then I'm going to try to apply it at the end of the day.
Yep.
But I'm not going to hate you for your opinion. You know,
everybody has their opinion.
Yeah.
But you also have your free will. Everybody has their, you have your free will.
Exactly. That is the perfect way to set it up, bro. So that's me. I don't know if I hit all the points, but that's not how you. What about you? Like, when you talk about this shit all the time, because we have people ask us all the time about music or engineering or this and that, or they send it to us and we give them feedback and they like, all right, whatever, and you never hear back from them, or they give you their 2 cents that don't add up to nothing. And then be like, cool, all right.
How I take criticism, like if you say, oh, like if you like want to trash my joint to the ground and you want to say, oh, you should do this, I'm gonna do what you suggested I do, but then I'm gonna be annoying, and then I'm gonna make sure you hear it over and over again. I'm gonna make like 30 beats of putting what you suggested, because around that time I'm gonna perfect it, and then I'm gonna still keep doing it my way, but what you added to it until you can say something about it, like, all right, you finally got it. Okay.
Wow, your stuff sound like your snare is shooting somebody. Oh,
hey, bro. Straight up.
You doing this on purpose? This is the second track you sent to me like that. Was it snare?
Right. I mean, that's like right here, right now. 3D was like, I ain't sidechained in almost 2 years. It works for him, however he's doing shit, and it sounds good. Fuck it, dude. Do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't need to do all that. I mean, you can do sidechain. Sidechain is just, I don't know. It's personal preference.
It is.
Now.
Yeah. Music in general
at first,
is not a
people
personal
would be
preference.
saying like it's the end all be all. You got to sidechain.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Will it sound cool? Yeah, it would. If you're doing it right, or depending on what you're sidechaining.
Yeah.
You know, people just say sidechain, but then don't tell you what you should be sidechaining.
Right.
just anything that's gonna be moving out of you can side. I didn't think about that. They do tell you side chain, but they'll tell you what the side chain
Right.
because you can use it on anything though. You can use
Side
side
chain,
chain on vocals, you can use side chain on the bass, you can use side chain on the whole track and
Yeah.
route it to something else and make it do stutters. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. And that's like me for mixing. I do a lot of game staging than I would do side chaining and shit. And and that's just the way I do things. And people are like, man, he'll mix is crazy. This is not what we do. I'm like, I really just game stage most of the shit I do. But then I've learned a lot of stuff along the way, like I said, with side chain or doing bus tracks or automation. So I apply anything somebody tell me to try that this would make it better. Like I'm all about what makes it better. So if it's dope now and it can make it even doper, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. So that's what I do. You know what I mean? I don't find anything really offensive unless you're one of those people who really don't know what you're doing and you try to tell me what to do. Then you're gonna offend me at that point. Because I go back and listen to what you got, and I'm like, nah, bro. So, but no, that's pretty much how I do my thing when it comes to criticism or feedback and shit like that. And that's why we don't really do like a review show. We just like try to network and connect people and expose their music. And if it's something that's kind of like that needs work, then we will stand out and speak on it to try to help them, because I don't want you putting that out to the world and thinking that shit's dope because you got friends that like to gaslight the fuck out of you.
Yeah, don't let your friends gaslight you. The track is fire.
You know that shit, Hank.
Like, well, you doing that for your boy? You doing that for yourself?
Straight up, bro. Straight up.
Like, don't do this.
I used to have this one friend be like, yo, I don't want to hear no beats, none of your new beats until it's finished. Okay, so I'll finish it, and then you be like, man, you know it's hot. That's why I keep telling you, man, you gotta finish your beats.
What?
What? Bro,
it is. Like, no.
Like,
that's
like,
crazy.
Man, you never gonna get that.
I'm done.
Oh, that's crazy work, bro.
That's what I used to say. Shut up. I'm gonna use that in the trap. Like, what else I say? Shut up.
Real quick.
Shut up.
Hey, real quick.
You better hope we don't end up in a battle together.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sample. Shut up.
Hey, bro,
Shut
I've been weak ever since he told me that story, and I do that shit to people at work now. Hey, yo, oh really? Okay, hey, real quick. Hey, what's up? Shut up.
Yeah.
And they just get stuck real quick, like, oh, straight up. That's what's up, man. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. That you got another one, but yeah, that's but I appreciate that because people want to be like nice and ask like the perfect or right question. Now, fuck all that. I'm gonna tell you the truth, no matter what you ask.
Yeah, tell me the truth. I was like, that's what I spent most of my time doing. Like when I started doing battles, I had to learn fast. Like it's starting out like you just hitting the ground running. You have 30 minutes to make something, make a beat. When I used to do underground stuff it's still underground, but underground productions where you only have like 15 minutes to make a track and you have to make everything right there and make it sound real nice, and whatever you're trying to do is just set. And then there's sample flipping challenges where they might give you the best time that you can have is when you have 4 hours to do a sample flip. The worst time that you can have is 15 minutes and 30 minutes found sample flips. There's a lot of those that were going around, and those will help build up your chops and speed in your production tools, and that'll teach you to learn like, oh, this is this template will help. That'll teach you what the template is for right there, because you have to wait for the VST to load in. You ain't got time for the VST to load in when you're in battles like that, because it'll be like time's up and you just like, oh, I just had the stuff render, I just did this, I didn't flat out the track, I didn't do this, and it's like it's too late now. You got to submit it in, no matter how bad it sounds. Submit that in.
Yeah, that's crazy work, bro. Yep, that's what's up. Yeah, but yeah, that's what this is about, man. That's what we do, why we do it, and for people who are really trying to go and grow and do this shit, man. That's why we have people like you on here, or just us on here, just vibing and cooling, man. And at the end of the day, we give out any tips and tricks we can to help people, whether they artists, whether they producers, beat makers, whatever have you. because there's always something to learn every day. It's never ending. Music is forever evolving, and that's what people don't understand. It's like there's no way, one way on the highway. It's like it's always something changing, and I'm sure from here in the next 2 to 3, 5 years, it's gonna be something crazy different from what we doing now. We thinking today and right now is dope. It's something else is gonna come around. Now the downside of the futuristic stuff coming out is that's my question. How do you feel about the AI world, bro? Because
I've seen stuff. It has its limitations. It's never going to replace a human. I know that for a fact. It's not going to get to that. It's not going to be near that anytime soon. But I did see the future for DAWs and stuff, because you can just talk to the DAW and it'll do it for you. Like, can you do this? Can you add photos for that? Can you add 3 lines, add 3 MIDI lines, load up contact? You could talk to it and do it. It's about to be released pretty soon for that. It's a plugin for DAWs. So as soon as they start doing that, that's going to be crazy too. So I'm excited, but also I'm not scared, because I already seen what it can do. I can see the max what it can do, and I also seen like the lazy end of it. But yeah, I seen the lazy end of it and the high end of it. Yeah, the more you are yourself, the more you have advantage over the machine. More if you don't find yourself early on in the music, like, or later on in the music, just find yourself first, and you'll be able to separate yourself from the machine and yourself. You'll be able to separate it. You'll be like, oh yeah, I know who that is when they actually hear it. People actually hear your music.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's been the huge and heavy conversation lately, because there's so many things out now, whether it be AI making the beat for you, or AI making the song for you, or you using some type of tool and it's pretty much the machine, but you say it's yourself. And it's really getting ridiculous when it comes to the artist side of things. And that's why, like, with the artists we work with and deal with, that's what their concern has been. Is like, we work hard to be great of what we do and who we are, but then you have those people who use certain tools, which the tools ain't bad to use if you're still authentically being yourself using them, versus using the tool, letting it completely take over and then saying, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, see, that's kind of null and void the whole thing. It's like someone going buying a store-bought cake and then like, yeah, I homemade this.
Right.
No, it don't look like it.
That's
don't
the box
smell like
cake.
it.
There's the box cake, and then there's the homemade from scratch cake, straight up.
People would know. It's like, and when you're somebody, when you know, you're like,
yeah,
no, that's not a cake.
and that's been the argument lately of the last several months, because there's so much of it coming out now. So many tools between Sunu, Replay. Now there's a thing with that one that you told me about, S-Dot, that you can just hum
open box.
Open box, whatever. You just hum a dumbass melody, or just be boom, and next you know, it makes you a whole song off of that dumbass shit you just did.
Yep, you're just giving, but you are. But the whole thing is, so you're still giving it human input. So it's coming from you, but it comes out as it's not interpreting anything. It's just fill it up with noise, and then that's just repeating back what you just basically said to it.
Right. So I think that's the thing. I think that's what's been very interesting with the new age coming along. And like you said, if you can pretty much know the difference between you and the machine, and basically you are controlling the machine instead of letting the machine control you, that's where the line of respect and disrespect happens.
Yeah.
And we've been dealing with that too lately, just with some people we've come in contact with, and they've gotten really offended to the point where they've made diss tracks towards Titan or towards a certain individual in the group. And I'm like, bro, like, all right, if this is you and this is what you do right now, sing it out loud right now. It's right. They won't do it. They can't do it. Or I got a cold. I'm sick. I can't do that.
No,
why not?
Yeah, if you're an artist, you should be able to sing it. Well, if you got a cold, then yeah.
Nah, that motherfucker don't ever have a cold.
Now he just making shit. Now he just making stuff up.
It's always something. And
do it live, but you can always work on your vocal stuff. You can always work on your vocals.
Yeah,
you can always work on your it's gonna take work. But once you have a good vocal coach, or if you can't do it yourself, Find a coach.
Get a
Get
coach.
into the area.
We say that all the time. Get a vocal coach or whatnot.
Yeah.
And then yes, you can use the tools available to enhance your sound or clean your sound up or whatnot. But don't make a full complete song that sounds like every AI cover that's on YouTube now that sounds the exact same, and then turn around and say you're a fucking artist.
Yeah, I'm an original.
Nah,
I'm an original.
bro. Like, I'll sit there and ask you, hey, do this. Literally 10 minutes later, you got a whole fucking song of Pretty Wings, and it sounds just like fucking Maxwell.
Yep.
Nah, bro, that ain't how that works. That ain't how that works.
And you did it in 5 minutes.
And within 5 minutes, you got a whole fucking rendition or cover or recover of it. Like, nah, that is not how that works.
Yep.
But
I'll tell you one thing: you can't monetize. What's it called? You can't. Well, you can. I guess you still can.
I mean, if you slick with it and know how to get around it, then yeah, you can monetize it. Which that's
yes, you can. That's the problem. That's what's been going on.
There's a workaround to it, and the downside to even DistroKid, they don't give a fuck. You can release anything. That's why people use it. Versus you try to release that bullshit on United Masters, or an Amuse, or even CD Baby or whatever. They gonna be like, nah.
Get that shit out of here.
Nah.
No, we got. Well, I mean, like, it's funny because I told musicians, I was like, yeah, we next. After the art stuff came out, like with all the Studio Ghibli, when the AI stuff started happening with Studio Ghibli stuff and all stealing all they're jacking their styles, jacking all their work. I was like, now it's happening to musicians. And I was like, you guys should have been up in arms with the artists when it first started out. Because I was up there at the beginning. I was like, this is gonna get crazy. I seen the how where it was gonna go, and it is getting crazy.
Yeah,
I know I missed a crap load.
I know somebody. It's just interesting and nice to know somebody who's a musician like myself or Esther or whatnot, who understands where music had started to where it is today. And like I said, I'm not knocking anybody who uses certain tools, but don't use them to the point to where it's taking over who you are, and then you claiming to say it's you type shit. That's the problem. You know,
you can't claim something that you really didn't work on.
Right. Well, that's like even us. We had somebody ask last week because me and Esther will go on YouTube. You know, everything, they got all these different AI covers that they'll take our old classic and they turn it into like a 1950s or like the Cisco joint.
Yeah.
And that's all AI, you know what I'm saying? But we will take that as a reference track, create our own track, and then get rid of all the AI shit. And it's just our song at that point because we made music authentically with the tools we have as far as the keyboard, Studio One plugin, whatever it may be, Ableton plugins, whatever it may be. And it's just a reference, kind of like a karaoke, and then you get rid of that side of it. And it's just
it's a demo. It's just a demo to get you started. Like, oh, I know where I'm going. It's basically giving you a nice crappy map. You're like, okay, I'm gonna make the map look better. I got it. I know where I'm going now.
Yeah. So it's like a help or an additive, and then we remove it. Say for instance, I was saying that earlier about Flow Game. He found a producer, which is a legitimate producer, but it's from YouTube. But he can't monetize or use the music because it's somebody else's beat or somebody else's music. So he'll send it to me. I'll listen to it, drop it in my DAW, and start creating my own sound to it, and then get rid of the whole idea of the YouTube type beat type shit. I said, that's what we do. That's different from saying, oh, I'm going to take AI, put it here, and then I'm going to say that's all me. Nah, bro, I had nothing to do with that shit. So, and it's a whole difference and a crazy, disconnect between doing that with music and artistry. Then people are using it for videos or using it for art cover and stuff like that. That's different. But when this comes to artistry and making money and getting people to follow you and love who you are, this and that, then what happens if they call you out like, this dude's dope, all right, let's book a show with him? You ain't gonna do shit.
They ain't booking no show. They ain't gonna book no
fucking show because you're gonna need your machine to come out here and show out for you.
Yeah. Do it live. Do it live. Do it live.
The only time they do it live is karaoke.
Yeah.
That's the only crowd they got is a karaoke bar.
That's what I'm saying. So, but we get smitten and smiting and slandered because we calling out the facts of What are you gonna do if somebody really loves your music and you're putting all this shit out, and then they be like, all right, can we book a show or something with you, and now you can't do it? What are you gonna do? Like, I know
my favorite singer's a fraud.
At least we got a guy. We got a guy that knows how to. We got a guy that knows how to use that shit, but he can actually rap and sing. And if he did get called out, all the nigga gotta do is put a ski mask on, and he's gonna be his fucking AI artist. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that is
the thing is, he can do it live and do it legitimately, or he can use his little figure he created to sell it that way or whatnot. But then there's people who just use it completely to get numbers and streams and money. And then I'm just like, that's the whole idea behind hiding behind a screen and the internet. But then what if you do get an A&R, somebody call you out and be like, hey man, we love everything you do. This is so hot. We think we can put you on, Hot 95, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Can you come to the studio and the station and do this for us? Or on live with Sway or something. Then now you're like, nah, I can't do that. I got a code. Or no, I'll send it to you and then you can just play it. Nah, we want you here. We want to represent you. We want to promote you.
Yeah.
And then like, what do you do then? You can't do shit because it's all the machine and not you.
That'd be crazy. Cost him like 7 times. I got a cold again. Damn, bro, you have a weak ass immune system. You always catching colds.
Golly, you're always getting sick nowadays. What happened to you?
Bro. So that's one of the things, that we would love. That's why we would love to have you on there. That's like I said, we was talking about stuff that whatever you want to talk about. That's one of the things that's been trending and been disheartening at the same time. It's like, it's cool, but if you abuse it in a sense, then it's not cool, because
it's giving everybody a gun and saying, all right, some people are going to use it for good, some people are going to use it for bad.
Exactly.
Everybody gets a free gun.
Yeah.
You get a gun. You get a gun.
You get one. There's one under your seat. There's one
right there. Oprah, you get it. Get it. Yeah, man. It's wild, but that's why I feel like people like us who really do it, or people who's trying to change the game of the underground and everything, man. And that's the way to authentically do it, is just be you and do what you can do. And use the tools the right way, because I'm not against them. It's just using the right, and don't say and fraudulently tell people this is you, and it's not. You know what I mean? That's why Timberland's been getting a lot of heat, because he's been doing that, or he's damn near low key using people's shit, or like when he did the Orbit's fucking challenge shit, and next thing you know, he's got a whole ass AI artist he done signed, and he done took everybody's shit and made vocals and beats and shit out of everybody's stuff, and people done voted and put all this money into that shit, and I'm like, that's whack. That's whack. It's like,
very whack.
So
very whack.
But anyway, that was one of the things that we wanted to see how you felt about, because it's like, bro, we get a constant argument about it, or we get slandered or hated about it because we have, I won't even say our opinion, but we're
like,
trying to help you be great, but do things in a sense that makes it authentic, than versus doing it in the sense of telling people you're something that you're not, basically. And then when we actually do it live because we believe in you, and then you can't do it and you have an excuse. And it's not just this one person. I've seen several people who went down this path, and I'm like, all right, cool. Good luck to you until somebody calls you and really think that you're a major hit, and then you can't fucking provide the song or the performance.
Right. That's facts. And real quick, I'm gonna speak on that. That's why people say, "Oh, you're a singer." I said, "No, I'm a studio singer." Come in. So I tell people, I'm a studio singer. I sing in the booth with the auto-tune, and if I need to use Melodyne, then I'll use that. But I still practice it, so that way, in case if I was to get called, I can attempt to do it. Will I sound like I do on the record? Fuck no.
No, you're not gonna sound like that on the record.
But the point is this, though. At least I practice it, and at least I sing in the booth. You feel me? Now, as far as rapping wise, that's a different story,
Yeah.
But I'm not telling people, oh yeah, I'm a straight singer. I'm this. No, because your ears will get pierced if I get to singing. I'm just being honest. I'm not the best singer, but I try and I practice. You know what I'm saying? So that way, when I do use the tune, it sounds almost as natural as possible.
Right,
but I'm upfront about it.
Mhm. That's the
This
reason why I
ain't
try to
no.
learn. I'm like, when I play piano, I mean, majority of the stuff that I hear, I can play it. I can play it back to you. I'm like, majority of the stuff is like, I can play it on the piano, but I'm just like, I don't know how far do you have to like be to where you're just like, I made that. So, like, I don't know how far gone you have to be to be like, you kind of did, you put your input, but did you really put in the work for it?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll
Lots
learn the
of crack.
backlash of it.
Lots of crack.
Yeah, yeah. The Luluville.
Yeah, man. So
Right.
nah, that was our other thing. Just because I know that was a question you had the first question for us, but that's what we were shooting back at you because it's like, bro, it's getting outrageous. It's like it goes from people stealing people's beats to now people using AI calling it themselves, and I'm like, bro,
we're in the new age. Like, this is the new age. I'm like,
it is, and I'll blame it on fucking COVID in 2020 because when they start streaming, that's like we went from DirecTV fucking to Dish and all that shit to now you can stream everything now because people had to sit at home and sit down for a good year before they decide to unlock the world again. And so now you got AI taking over. So fuck, now you look on the news, they got these bans and shit they're trying to put on it because people are abusing the use of AI now to do crazy shit. And I'm like, see, it's good and bad. I look at it like the movie The Terminator. It's like Skynet, bro. I'm like, you feed it too much to where it overpowers the human race, and now you gotta sit here and fight back. You gotta fight back and try to figure out how to not get destroyed by the machine that you created and fed all this bullshit to. So now you gave it too much power.
Yep.
You forget yourself and how to be human because of the machine. And I was like, yeah, man, I like the tools, but I will use it as I need it sparingly versus letting it do everything. Because then you're not the creator.
Like, what are you doing then after that? You're just like, I have it.
Yeah.
I have it. I did that. I made the whole prompt. I did it myself. I have the song now.
I remember
like,
a guy.
What was the purpose of you making this whole song with the prompt?
I remember a guy going into the. I remember a guy going into Gotland and said he had half the shit made through AI.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, and that's why you didn't win because there was nothing authentically there. That's how you got snuffed out.
Yep.
Well,
I mean,
like,
it happens, but
to each his own, man. But nah, that's why, like I said, we use it like even as far as me and that we use it for like references because somebody else has already done it for a cover, and then we're like, all right, this is a dope, cool cover, and then I'm gonna use it for a creative space to do something doper than that. So that's like the whole Cisco thing. I was like, this was cool growing up in church, and now you hear an old classic and they done flipped it like that. I said, this is cool. Now let me do my own rendition to it, and that's what I did. Now and then when I post it, I say, I don't own the rights. I did not make the vocals, but I have all completely ownership of the production as far as the audio. I tell people out the gate, so there ain't no confusion, and that's the difference. You know, I ain't got everybody thinking this is me the whole way through this shit. So, nah, that's kind of what we've been trying to get through people of how to use it and not how to use it, and to be authentic, man. Just move with integrity at the end of the day, because at one day or another, they say dark what's doing in the dark is going to come to light.
Yep.
So, you might as well do it right the first time before you get exposed.
Yeah, that's what everybody. I mean, like, you always try to learn how to do it right the first time. If you can't do it at all, then I understand people can't play. Everybody can't play all the instruments,
right?
But you got to at least get something down where you can learn something. Just anything, even if you got to learn drums, learn bass, drums, any of the instruments, anything.
No doubt. Yeah, man. So anyway, I ain't gonna keep barking on that shit, but I just know I've gotten a lot of shit about it. We've had a guy get a diss track wrote about him calling a motherfucker out about him using the use of AI, and then it ended up pushing that style like, oh, that's what you gonna do? So then we made a fucking whole song, like a beat that basically shuts all that shit down. And then that same artist that's within the Titan Camp decided to write onto it. And we're not really about the messiness and the drama, but like, you're not going to come and put smut on the platform or our names because of shit.
Those are the people I want to talk to. Just
that you get exposed for. You know.
Well, I don't care. I mean, I don't want to expose them. I just want to know the why. I'm curious. The
And that's how
curiosity.
it
I want to
started.
know the
It started
why.
with the why. It started with the why and how we can protect you from destroying yourself or getting big bank, little bank syndrome, where somebody's gonna take your shit and be like, "You ain't shit. This is not real." And they took that offensively. And next thing you know, diss tracks are being made because we tried to do it the light way by explaining, like you said, the reason and the why. And then it turned into a whole fuck y'all this and that. I'm who I am. This is what I
Y'all
do.
just hating.
And y'all hating, and I'm about to write a diss track. Fuck Tag, fuck Tank, fuck S Dot, fuck this guy. And I'm like, damn, son. It started out as just Q&A of like, what are we doing here? And it
then
turned
why you in the Q&A if you don't want no Q&A?
into
You didn't come in for no Q&A. You just wanted somebody to hype up your track.
That's it.
I
That's
was like 50 Cent. Like, what do you say fuck me for?
Yeah. Like, what did I have to do with it?
At the end of the day, that's a good scenario because you fuck with us, you're gonna get the 50 Cent syndrome, bro. Because you keep messing with that man, he will. I mean, he's ruthless, man. At first, everybody's seen 50 Cent as the guy doing the shit back in the day. He got shot 9 times, survived this and that. Now people will be taking shots at him. He will destroy you, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
It's hilarious. And I'm like, all right, bet. Come on, keep coming for us, bro, because we actually really do this shit and we can show you we do it. Like S-Dot's been putting out videos of him creating or him playing the piano or something like that. So keep calling people out if you want to, but we call you out, oh, I can't do it. I got a cold. Or my computer's freezing. Whatever the fuck and fucking stupid excuse comes up. It's crazy work. But you have no problem putting out a diss track, big fella, in like a matter of 5 minutes. So like I said, we're really trying to build something great here to help people be dope and be great at what they do and give them the tips, tricks, and gems for that dopeness and greatness. And even with the use of that machine or AI, we have ways of using it and showing you how to do it from what we've learned. And that's all we're about. We ain't about here to slander people, create diss tracks.
I'm just like, use it as a tool. Use it what it's for, intended for, to expand your creativity.
That's it.
Use it to expand your creativity.
That's it. But yeah, man. So that's kind of been an ongoing. Well, that's what everybody. I've seen people go live about it here in the last week about stuff like that, and not even talking about the specific person, just the use of the tool in general. And yeah, and a lot of people's biggest thing is like, don't use it in the sense of using it in its entirety and then turn around tell everybody it's you. That's what everybody's problem has been with the music side of it. You know what I mean? It's one thing that people are like, yeah, I use it to create my cover art and graphics, this and that. But when it comes to music, no, that's not realistic because it's not legit. So yeah, man, it's wild. But yep, that's kind of what that is when we came to that, man. That's kind of been the biggest topic lately outside of people stealing people's beats and shit. That's been the new age thing now. It's the whole AI reform right now. So, but nah, man, I just rather do it the right way and have fun doing it, or take certain things and use it as a creative tool as far as a reference, and then I completely kick that shit out.
Yep.
That's kind of what we do.
It's good reference. I mean, like, it's a good way to get something real fast so somebody can hear it. And then it's like basically demo / reference. And then you have like a guide. Like I said, it's creating a guideline for yourself. It's just a faster guideline. And you're like, oh, I already know what I want now. Now I got it. Now I need to do it. Now I need to draw it.
And I've like I said, I did that whole project off of, like I said, it was a real producer, but I just took because he knew he couldn't make any revenue or anything off of YouTube beats. So he was like, hey, this is the song I wrote to it, but this is pretty much a reference track or beat that I wrote to, but can you create something authentic or original from scratch? I'm like, bet, let's go. And that's what we did. And that's how we created that album. And then now what S-Dot and I have been doing, we've been seeing all these different remakes and covers because AI has been doing the things for everything. Like I said, there's a whole Trap Soul of the Thriller album out right now.
You're supposed to get a license for that too, for cover before you even put those out. Otherwise, you can't really claim no money from it unless they're not making no money from it, because you can't really claim those because they're covers.
Yeah.
Unless you get the license for them where you're supposed to.
Exactly.
But YouTube, it's kind of gray. There's a lot of laws in this in gray areas.
And that's what people don't understand. And then like with the vocals, like there's a guy who's like, hey, I got features with Drake and NBA YoungBoy and Lil Wayne and this and that. And yes, you can buy people's vocals as like sound packs and shit like that, but it's still the same. You can't release them and use them as somebody you collab with. That was Drake from 15 fucking years ago. That ain't today.
But I collabed with them.
And that's happening. That's one of the most recent things we dealt with our platform. And one of the guys got butthurt about, hey guys, I did this and I did that, and I got to collab with Drake and this and that. So that's how this conversation started. Well, how'd you do that and this and that? And then he shared the song. I was like, that's a 15-year-old song. That's not a collab. That's you taking a license of somebody's vocal work that somehow they put out for you to buy, supposedly, and then you're saying it's a collab when it's basically you buying a sound pack and using a loop.
Yeah. I have the acapella. I'm using it in my song.
That's not a collaboration, bro. Because
he collabed with me in my song.
Like, nigga, Drake will come out and be like, I don't know who this nigga is.
Unless you got collab
on shit. Matter of fact, hey, my guy, my lure on call. Hey, holler at this guy right here. He just said we did a collab and we did not. And like, and that's where the conversation started. And it turned into a bad conversation because we're telling you that's what they can do. It's big bank versus little bank. At the end of the day, if they find out what you're doing, and it is a purchase, supposed licensed vocal sample, whatever, from 15 years ago, but
they
it's
got
not
money for lawyers and to keep you in court for a long time.
About
time you get out of that.
Hey, bro, it's not worth it. And they turned into an argument and a whole like fuck y'all type shit because we was trying to put you up on game to keep you from getting in trouble. Because you can buy them, you can buy it like a sample pack, just like if you don't read the fine print. Yeah, it says royalty free, but go read the fine print of the royalty free.
For no commercial use.
Exactly.
Some say for commercial, for commercial use and not for commercial use.
Exactly. So yeah, man, that's one of those things. We was like just trying to put somebody on game and they got mad about it. That goes back to your question about criticism or asking people questions about, hey, how would you deal with this and deal with that? And I'm like, it turned into a nice innocent conversation in Q&A to it turned into a diss track about Tag and Titan and the guy in the chat that was pretty much fed up with the bullshit.
That's the people I like. I mean, that's the people I like to talk to. I just want to ask the full understanding. I'm like, so if this scenario happens, what would you do? If this scenario happens, what would you do?
That's exactly how that conversation started, and then it ended badly. It was all innocent, like, hey, we just trying to help you out here representing what we're doing. We just want to make sure that we're protected, you're protected, and the people you're working with are protected. Because you got real artists out here working hard on what they do, putting records out, trying to get streams and money or whatever monetized, and you got a whole ass machine doing everything for you. And then, I ain't gonna cap. There's a couple songs on my mixtape, and same with S. Well, I don't think it's on our tape, me and S. but that's one of them ones. Like, say if somebody really loved that shit, like, what can we do with that? Because we can't get you out to go perform it unless you can pay all that money for a hologram or some shit like that. But
yeah. I was like, but if I've told you, like, yeah, you gotta play drums for all your songs, you can do it. You be like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah,
I'm ready. Yeah.
Same with you with the guitar or a keyboard, bro. I'm just like, you can do it. But if you know something else made it, you ain't about to do that shit live.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do it. Do it live. I'm gonna start doing that to people. I'm like, do it live.
That's all we've been asking. That's all we asking. It never has happened, but it always turns into an argument. And I'm like, all right, that just tells everything we need to know. And you get everybody else on the bandwagon mad as fuck at us because we're being real authentic people trying to help and not turn and let you get turned out by either the industry or this machine. Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to get diddied by the machine or the industry, one way or another, without the baby oil.
It will eat you alive, and it's game over.
It's cutthroat, man. It's a very, very hard industry to be successful in, man. And the moment they find out that you ain't really who you are, you either gonna get called out or they gonna kick you to the curb, or both. You know. So, nah, man. But no, that's why we enjoy having you tonight, man. You know, you do what you do. You've been doing it for a long time. You always are learning and creating something new or sending it out to people, help them be better. And that's all we try to do with our little platform here and what we do individually and collectively, man. And it's that's all we try to do. And I guess if that's offensive, then that's a you problem. Not you, but just people. That's a you problem.
That's a personal issue that you need to work on yourself. I suggest therapy.
Exactly.
If you can't get therapy, I suggest you sit out in the backyard, quiet for 30 minutes, no phone, no nothing. Just sit there in the backyard, touch the grass, and breathe.
Get you some grounding going on. Go outside,
ground yourself
and stand in the grass.
Ground yourself. Ground it.
Go on Amazon, get your grounding mat.
Get you a grounding mat. Grab a copper pipe and stick it in the ground.
Hey, ground, bro. Bro. Get the conduit.
Get the conduit.
Yeah, bro. But nah, man, it's been dope. Well, speaking of which, I had to let you hear the the Cisco shit I did. I don't know if you heard it before yet, but have you heard the trend going on though with the Cisco joint?
Yeah. So
I decided to make fun of it, but no, I was going to actually play before I did that one. I was going to let you hear the T-Pain. I do need to check my email, see if anything happened with that, but I'm pretty sure nothing did because I don't have people who go out and use people's sounds for their reels and shit. I just make music just to make it. So, but nah, that's do I have it loaded up? Yeah, I do. Okay, but so his song, I don't know if you heard it, the whole Club Husband thing that he did. And it's kind of like a hype song, and he basically gave everybody an opportunity to create their own rendition of it, whether it be any genre, pop, rock, metal, hip hop.
You should have just chose Bama Bounce Club.
Bama Bounce, something, whatever. I told that I was thinking about doing that too, because there's parts of it I said I should have flipped the jersey in it.
Yeah, you should have just did jersey.
I didn't, but
dang,
I didn't, because I did it on spur of the moment, because when I seen it and somebody sent me the link to it, I just started creating, and then it was at the last minute. I was like, "Fuck! I should have put some Jersey pop in that shit."
Jersey Club, everybody love it.
Everybody loves it, man. That'll probably be on our next little disrespectful tape we about to put out.
Definitely.
But yeah, this the.
Tonight we gon' get lit. Me and you going in, so tell that piece of shit of an excuse you call a boyfriend that he ain't got.
Oh, take it. Wait a minute. I did let you hear this already because you was telling me about the 40 seconds in. You thought the hi-hats was crazy. I let you hear that. That's right. So actually, I'm gonna take it out. I'll let you hear just the instrumental without him singing in it. And so what I did with the hi-hats on it, I think I did like I forget if it was an automation or it was a panning shindig to it. So it did. I think that's what threw you off. You thought it was off beat or some shit like that. But I kind of did it on purpose to kind of let it stand out. But you're right. It probably was what happened is I think he was right because he brought that to my attention, which I am not opposed to it. It might have just been a little higher to where it was kind of prominent, where it probably should have been set back a little bit.
It was very prominent.
Yeah. So yeah, no, fuck that. You already heard it. So anyway, I got my feedback from you on that, and I was like, yeah, cool. I already sent it, so I wasn't really worried about it. It's for the challenges. Now, if it was something personal for me, then yeah, I would probably change it, but I already sent it out. So, but no,
I don't usually say nothing unless it really sticks out. If it sticks out, I'm gonna say something about it because I can't just let it go out like that. It's like somebody going outside and your pants is messed up. I ain't gonna let you go outside like that.
You got a booger in your nose.
Bro, you got a booger in your nose. You need to come back inside, clean that off. You ain't rolling around with me like that.
Hey, straight Straight up. So, but that's a prime example. You told me that. I explained to you what I did and why I did and how I did it. But then I went back and listened to it. I said, all right, he's right. I probably had it the level too high on it because it stands out a lot when it comes in. And it does sound like that because it stands out, even though because I think I use Shaper Box on it probably. So the hi-hat kind of pans a little bit, but since it's up a little probably louder than it needs to be, that's why it probably caught your attention. I was like, all right, I get it. So now if I just use it for me after the challenge shit is over, because I think I can post it after it's over, but I have to take the vocals out, of course, because that was part of the challenge. You can't use it because it's still he owns the rights to the song itself, even though I remixed the whole thing. So I'll probably continue to use it and I'll just take his vocals out of it because the song itself is mine, but the vocals is his. And I didn't use any of his instrumental parts of it. I just used his vocal for it. So, but you're gonna get this thong song though. Oh. I got that shit over there. Right, pause. Let me do this real quick before I finish that. I'm about to end this fucking live. Appreciate everybody tapped in, who's been watching, who's been seeing it, who's been listening to our TED Talk. This is only to help you. This is only to make you be great. You find offense to it, I'm sorry you feel that way. But anyway, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thanks to Keys for being here, Juan, S. Dot. And we're going to get up out of here, and then I'll play this song.